47-year-old Sally Ann lives in an 18-storey council-owned block.
I feel very, very relaxed in this flat. I knew it was mine the minute I walked through the front door. Great views. I just feel comfy in the place.
She's been here for the past 17 years and shares it with her pet cat, Custard, and a few other things.
We're in the hallway at the moment, and as you can see, it's got a bit quite cluttered. Everything in here is, as you can see, shopping. I've got cakes, I've got biscuits. These are for visitors. More cakes. When I have people come round, I always like to give them a biscuit or a cake when we have a cup of coffee and we're having a chat. Air fresheners, I love my air fresheners. I just love the smell of the orange air freshener.
With just Custard the cat sharing Sally's 2-bed flat, there's plenty of storage space.
There's actually 2 bedrooms, which are down there. The reason why I can't get down to the back there to sort out any of my other hoarding is because obviously you can see there's a fridge freezer parked in the way. Got a living room, and to the left there's a kitchen. Up here, straight ahead, as you can see, is the toilet, and then round the corner here is my bathroom. Because I'm not in the bedroom at the moment, my bed's still in here. I didn't realise I even had this many of these cakes, to be honest. My bed's a bit untidy at the moment, but because I can't get into the kitchen, I've done food in here, like sandwiches, which I'm a big fan of anyway. And they're still sitting here. Beetroot. It was smoky bacon, crisps and beetroot. And then what I did notice, which I forgot to put there, if you look, a loaf of bread. This has actually gone mouldy. I don't understand why that happens, to be honest. So I don't think it's that I can't throw stuff away. It's I can't be bothered to.
Living alone and unable to work, hoarding started taking over her life.
I think it's when I first moved in on my own, you know. I mean, my place used to get untidy anyway, like everybody's does. And then all of a sudden I thought I need to put the bin out, and then I looked and was thinking, oh my gosh, look what's happened. I class myself as a hoarder in the sense of rubbish hoarder. And I did read an article that they reckon that some people who are hoarders in the sense of collective are actually quite very bright and very intelligent people. So I'm not saying that I'm the intelligent person, I'm just saying some form of hoardism is to do with being too highly intellectual, but you know, it hasn't been proven. I grew up in Harborne with an older sister and a younger brother. We're all very creative. My father used to do creative stuff and he was a carpenter and joiner. But I used to spend more time on my own, you know, do my own thing. I was born with Bethesda's disease, which is a problem with your hips where they didn't grow. So from the age of 0 to 5, I was in splints. I used to get picked on quite a lot. So I only had a couple of friends anyway. But that didn't bother me anyway because I was quite a loner.
Poor health continued into adulthood.
Due to health issues, they kind of like medically retired me.
This isn't the first time Sally's hoarding has spiralled out of control.
I was living in pure rubbish, and I mean pure rubbish. You couldn't see my bed. From the floor to almost the ceiling was piles and piles of black bags dissolving with cat food in it. It had rotting food and cat litter, waste and faeces and all sorts, and I was actually living in all that. And on top of that, we also had carpet bugs, so they were crawling all over me in the bed. I couldn't get to the toilet in time, so I had to climb over all the rubbish. I ended up starting urinating in bottles. And then obviously I'd have the cats, you know, sleeping around me as well, and then they would end up messing in certain corners of the bedroom. You know, once you started going down that road, if you couldn't stop to get it all sorted on your own, you just created a hell, basically, to live in.
Conditions got so bad that Sally had to accept an intervention by the council or face eviction.
I was scared because I knew that I was waiting for that knock on the door or a letter through my door to say people have been complaining.
It took 6 days to clear the flat, and specialist counselling was put in place to support her.
After we did the clean, I had 18-month aftercare, so they came on a regular basis. And then last year, it all finished, and then it just all crept up on me again. Once you're a hoarder, you're always a hoarder. It's like once you're an alcoholic, once you're a drug addict, you can be clean for 5-10 years and then something happens. It's the same with hoardism of any form.
Sally has refilled her flat in less than 2 years. But there are some who have hoarded for a lifetime.
A very warm welcome to my humble abode here at Westcott, to which you are cordially invited to have a look round and ascertain my lifestyle.
69-year-old Richard has been hoarding magazines and newspapers for over 4 decades.
Well, there's literally one of each paper, like the Mirror, the Sun, the Star, the Times, and Financial Times, the whole lot. Well, overall, with stuff that's up in the roof, we go back to 1976. I'm probably the only person in the entire country that's doing this. So it makes me unique. Over time, they do tend to lean. Susceptible to collapse, shall we put it that way. If you can reach the ceiling and wedge it into the ceiling, then you've won. Yeah. Just like that, you see.
Hoarding becomes an issue when it affects daily life. It's believed as many as 1 in 20 of us could harbour a serious hoarding problem.
I think there's a bit of a hoarder in most people in that they keep things.
But some sufferers have taken their behaviour to the extreme. 69-year-old Richard has been hoarding newspapers for most of his life.
This is what counts for a kitchen, which is considerably better than it once was, but obviously nowhere near as it should be. But, I mean, it's the things I do to achieve what I want to achieve.
It's not just newspapers that Richard collects.
Those labels come from different fruits, mainly apples. I've got a thing about packaging and various containers. This is a throughway to the loo and bathroom. You can go in there if you want to, but it's up to you. So this is a master bedroom. There's one bed there and another one underneath that lot. It is possible to get reasonably comfortable in a chair. What I'd like to do is to look at it all collectively and then make an overall decision and then implement it, rather than just throwing things out every day or every week.
Is that the aim, to kind of clear up a bit?
Oh yeah, yeah. Ahead of you is where the sitting room is or was, but the entire content of the hall was moved into that room, so that really is quite densely packed. I used to have to allow 20 minutes to half an hour to get to the front door, but anybody who's visited had gone. So.
Eventually, the hoard outgrew Richard's bungalow, and then his hoarding went public.
When the first lot of retained material found its way creeping outdoors, people had a full view of what was going on, whereas if it had been the walls stayed put, then obviously they wouldn't be aware of it quite so much. So that attracted attention. So I find myself in my own papers that I was trying to keep, as it were. So that got interesting. I've had multiple copies of what I appeared in.
Richard became known as Britain's most extreme hoarder and successfully defended his right to keep his hoard through the courts.
The human rights situation is such that everyone's entitled to the enjoyment of their possessions, I think is how it's worded. So that helped me win the day. It's a labour of love, really.
Sally from Dudley has been struggling with her rubbish hoarding since adulthood. She escaped eviction 2 years ago, but there's concern that Sally has regressed. Charity worker Lucy has been supporting Sally Ann since the last clean-up. But it's not always an easy job.
It's been a while since I've been. It has got quite bad, hasn't it?
Yeah.
So what's been happening that's caused it to get like this?
It started off with the fridge freezer when I went out and got myself a second-hand freezer, which is in the hallway. They delivered it, and then I found out that my fridge freezer was still working.
The freezer was due to go to Sally's sister, who lives in the same tower block.
She lives downstairs, Sal. She lives a few stairs down.
Yes, I've got to speak to her tonight or tomorrow.
So it just sounds like excuses. This is how it started before, weren't it?
I didn't have, but the excuse is gone. Sorry.
You've got to think, like,
you know me, I jump in.
if the council were to come tomorrow and knock on your door, you could end up losing this property all because of a fridge freezer that doesn't really need to be here, does it?
I mean, I know that, yeah. I mean, it's a pig and eyesore, isn't it?
So we'll put that into place by next Thursday.
Don't forget, I've got to go to my father's, so I'll be back Wednesday.
Well, maybe you have to think that you need to make an exception and be here instead of at Dad's.
I'm sorry, Lucy, but don't go there. I don't mean to be horrible, but don't go there.
No, but you're all right. But you've got to think you're going to lose it.
I'm not being funny, but nobody has an idea what I'd go through with my dad.
I know, but you've got to think about you, Sal, as well.
I'm sorry, but Dad has to come first.
What about you?
But don't pick on me regarding my father, though, Lucy. OK? Please don't.
Okay. Okay.
Sally's hoarding was triggered when she lost her mother, and caring for her father since has accelerated its growth.
And I haven't been able to grieve yet because I'm looking after my father to make sure that he's all right. It was devastating that what happened over the last 5 years. Things just built up, and, you know, I'm not asking for help, and, you know how stubborn I am. I just try and deal with it all on my own till I eventually can't cope anymore, and then I have to scream for help.
But you've got to remember, you know your mental health's dipping.
Yeah.
You know that when your flat gets to this condition that you need to be asking for help. No one else is going to know.
Yeah, yeah.
Sally and Richard are not alone. With over 1.2 million problem hoarders in the UK today, one could be your neighbour.
So this was a brand new apartment when I moved in. Brand new carpets, brand new painted walls. It was such a clean, new, tranquil apartment with a nice courtyard outside.
40-year-old Faye moved into her flat just over 7 years ago.
When I moved in, I had every intention of this being the apartment that I was going to keep really, really clean and tidy and you know, joy to live in. But OCD had other plans.
Until recently, hoarding was classified as a category of OCD, but is now becoming recognised as a disorder in its own right.
It's not a way I wanted to live. Nobody wants to live like this.
Like many sufferers, though, Faye has a spectrum of mental issues.
It's a bit of a vicious circle with depression because you'll do whatever it is to just give you that little glimpse of joy. And I'm not somebody that turns to alcohol or drugs or anything else for their high. Mine is buying things. So I would go online and I would buy to get that high. And especially I love a bargain. So I will buy 8 of the same item. I can't resist it. But as soon as they arrived and the excitement of opening the box, then they come into this apartment where I've already got far too much clutter and it would just get added to the pile, and that would make me feel depressed and anxious, and therefore I would want to then have that little high again of buying something. For all intents and purposes, I was practically housebound for 1.5 years. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't care about my personal hygiene, my eating well. That's why I put on 6 stone in weight, and being isolated with all of this junk around you. Anybody's going to be impacted by that.
With her flat overflowing with the bargains, Faye's hoarding is becoming harder to hide behind closed doors.
I've got a pillow which I pop here, and I always make sure the blinds are closed because I don't want my neighbours to know that I'm sleeping on the sofa. My neighbours know I have OCD. I'm certain they don't know the extent of it. I don't think they have any idea that I haven't slept in my bedroom for almost 3 years. I worry that anyone who comes into my apartment is going to judge me, is going to have misconceptions that I'm dirty. OCD and hoarding is very much a secret illness. So this is my boiler, but because I feel too humiliated for a serviceman to see all of this stuff, it's just too much anxiety for me to get him to come and fix it. The anxiety of having somebody in far outweighs the luxury of having hot water. And so for the last 4 or 5 years, I've been having stone cold showers.
Faye's OCD has also affected her personal and professional life throughout adulthood.
When I was in a relationship, my OCD was really bad, but because I had a partner, it would keep me in check. I was married for 12 years, and it's been 10 years since I've been living on my own. I used to be a very sociable person when I was in a relationship. I used to be very much the life and soul of the party, and I loved to be the centre of attention. Now I've become very socially anxious. I have such a lovely home, and to not be able to have people into my home to enjoy it, I've become very, very isolated and very lonely.
69-year-old Richard's life revolves around his obsession with newspapers. He doesn't just collect, though. He delivers, too.
The round, I suppose, has diminished by about a third, I suppose, since I first started.
Richard had to pick up the paper round to help fund his hoarding.
Well, I've got a thing about newspapers, and they had a sort of vacancy of a paper boy, so I said, well, I'll deliver some papers, and that will pay my paper bill, as it were. So that's how it started. It was only meant as a temporary measure, but here we are 13 years on. I'm approaching 70 years old, having lived in the village all my life.
Richard is the third generation to live in the family home, which he shared with both parents and grandparents.
Obviously one passes and then another, so here I am on my own for the last 15 years or so. My father used to be quite fastidious in that he would be sweeping the paths and just for the sake of tidiness. One tends to rebel against what the previous generation did.
Richard was the home carer for his mother in the final years of her life.
The hoarding started in earnest about the turn of the millennium. It wasn't a problem at all, it just gradually escalated. But it's only in the last 10, 15 years or so that it's got like it has. That is literally one of each.
The problem with this flat, it's kind of like an obstacle course.
The only way to reduce a hoard is if things are thrown away faster than they're collected. Faye is fighting back in her flat before her home is completely taken over.
This is the section of the room that I've completed. So this, for me, I know a lot of people will look at this room and still see a lot of clutter, but to me, this is a piece of success.
Like many OCD sufferers, Faye has a specific process for doing even routine activities.
Because of my OCD, anything that needs to go into the bin, I have a ritual that it needs to be opened up fully so I can have a look inside. I have to touch the sides, then I have to shake the item 30 times, and then it can go in the bin. So for most people, throwing away a wrapper would take them less than a second. For me, that one wrapper could take me 10 minutes. It's not about money or the importance of a document or receipt. It's about certainty. Certainty that, for me, I haven't thrown anything away, because certainty equals control. Control is the way that I manage in this very uncontrollable and spontaneous world. And that can go in there. Done. Okay. Done. The next on my list was obvious items that will create a great impact, which is this big item, this, and a chair that I won in a competition. And if I got rid of those items, oh, and there's a table behind there which I need to take over to give to my dad. And then whoosh, that whole area is going to be clear apart from this box, which is full of food. It was short dated, so it would be like 70, 80, 90% off. The date on this is the 1st of January 2011. The element of it being such a bargain kind of takes over, and I then start to make up a logical story in my head that it makes sense for me to buy it, and I'll somehow squeeze it in.
When discarding even the smallest item is so difficult, there is one room in Faye's flat that poses the biggest challenge.
Nobody's seen that bedroom as it stands. I feel so overwhelmed because I don't know where to start. And people will say to me, well, why don't you just stop? And I know when they say it, they're well-meaning. Oh my goodness. But in my head, I want to say back to them, why didn't I think of that? The OCD at the moment is bigger than me. It's a whole spectrum of feeling angry, frustrated, but mostly regretful and disappointed about everything I've lost in life because of it.
In the Midlands, Sally has raised the alarm and called in some emergency support to help her with her hoard. Extreme cleaners Kaz and T have known Sally since her first intervention 2 years ago.
I'm looking forward to seeing Sally. I haven't seen her in a while, so it'd be nice to see her, catch up with her, have a cup of tea. From what I can tell, everything should be okay. I do ask her every now and then, how's the flat, how's things going? So she always says that there's a bit of shopping in the hallway. Hopefully everything is smelling of roses.
Hello, stranger. Hello.
Oh, hello, darling.
Oh.
What's going on, Sally? Oh, Sally.
It is getting closer.
Step over there.
Yeah, I know, I've got to sort stuff out.
So what's going on?
Let me have a look at the kitchen.
Go on then.
Sally!
Yes, I know.
Sally!
I know.
Hold on, let me have a look.
Sally!
Yeah.
Are you shitting me right now?
No.
Oh, Sally.
The battle with hoarding can be a lifelong struggle. Like any addiction, a relapse can occur at any time.
It's plates of cat food.
I know what happened was, I bought a bin. Well, I got that all sorted. That bin's there, has been there since just before Christmas.
Is that a brand new bin?
Right, yeah, but it's just I've been dealing with a lot of other stuff, and I wanted to sort that out myself.
Rubbish hoarder Sally is having an emergency clean of her flat, less than 2 years after the council last intervened.
Do you know what? I'm upset with you.
Well, I
There's
know.
no excuse, because you're just a phone call away.
I know it's bad now, and I should have asked you, but to be honest, that's the only second time it's ever happened.
As we stepped out the lift, we could smell the
Smell.
flat, Sally.
Do you know that hasn't been like that for a long time?
Yeah, but as soon as it started to go like that, Sal, that's when you should have
But
called
yeah.
us.
Sally's kitchen has got so bad, it's classed as a biohazard. Dealing with it is an emergency.
I've been dealing with a lot of stuff with my dad, because Dad's
You
had a...
never once mentioned the kitchen was like that, Sally. You never
Because the
once
kitchen wasn't that
mentioned
bad
the-
though a couple of weeks back.
No, but you
that's
should
only
just-
happened in the last X amount of weeks.
If it doesn't look
Put
how
this way,
we
if you
left
can't get
it,
to- if you can't get to your sink, it's an issue.
no, if it's,
Okay, I can
if
get to
it's
the
not
sink.
how
If
we
you can't get
left
to your
it,
counter, it's an issue.
Yeah, I know that. Oh, I know that. I'm not stupid. I mean, I know that.
but you never said a thing.
No, I didn't
so
say
you've
that.
kept us in the dark. It
Yeah.
seems as though you've lied to us, Sal, because you've not mentioned it.
Well, no, I've mentioned... Yeah, I wasn't lying, but I
Right.
hadn't mentioned it yet. Yeah.
Let's just go and get our blues. Let's just get our blues and crack on. She didn't want to disappoint us, I suppose, and she didn't want to upset us or feel like she's let us down in any way. And We don't feel let down because she is a compulsive hoarder and it is a mental health condition. What we're upset about is the fact that the help is there for her and she hasn't accepted it.
Oh, do you want any fix for your nose to the smell?
Sally's one of our clients that we've had for such a long time, and she's really trying. But sometimes she needs that little extra help.
I don't know, I make excuses and I shouldn't.
Oh, there's maggots there, Sally.
Yeah.
There's a big group of maggots right there.
Oh, those are little compared to what's been in. There's some carpet bugs in there as well, floating around.
Sally, why can't I lift this up here?
Because obviously gravy. Can't believe I've effed up again. You got everything?
Yep.
Right, thank you. When I look in there, I see relief. You know, that I've got it, well, we've got it rid of. There's a wave of calmness over me now all the rubbish is gone.
The kitchen may be safe again, but Sally will have to pay to have the rest of her flat cleared and made safe before the risk of eviction is removed.
Sally is a very warm, loving, caring person, and this is her only vice, is that she's a compulsive hoarder.
She just needs a good support network, and she's not really getting that from anybody else at the moment, like she was before.
Yeah.
So if the support network's in place and people are checking on her, I think that will give her more of an excuse to try and keep the flat tidy, knowing she's going to have visitors.
Hoarding is an isolating mental illness, with sufferers often living alone. But today, Faye has a rare visitor who will hopefully help her on her road to recovery.
Hello.
Pleased to meet
Lovely
you.
to meet you.
Jo is a declutter consultant with 8 years' experience helping people with their hoards.
I think that the root cause of why I have OCD and hoarding and depression is to do with childhood things.
Yeah.
Like my dad leaving, and I felt very much out of control, that I couldn't fix these things.
So it was a coping mechanism for you with all this chaos going on, you know, in your family life. So
I very much was trying to find a mechanism to feel in control.
Yeah.
But my mum, ironically, she's an absolute minimalist, and she declutters every 3 months. So her home looks like a show home.
Yeah.
It's absolutely beautiful.
You may be rebelling slightly. There may be a little bit of you kicking out and saying, right, well, because she's so particular about where everything is, that you're going to sort of, rebel against that and almost do the opposite.
I understand what you're saying. For me, I don't think that's the reason.
Okay.
I very much aspire to be as my mum is.
Ah, okay. So you've done the first stage of it. You've actually become aware of it. You know, like you said, all the theoretical stuff of it. So the next step is to actually physically start doing the practical side of it. How would you feel about us doing a little tour?
I don't particularly feel comfortable with it, but I know that if I need to get the help, then I need to deal with the discomfort. Okay, shall I lead the way?
Yeah.
I've done this section.
Yeah, okay. And it's amazing how that little bit of floor space can make you feel amazing.
Yeah.
Hold on to that feeling, because that's the start of you continuing the good work you've already done.
Thank you.
Well done.
This box is full of food.
Okay. You could work out potentially how much of that you could get through realistically before it expires.
Oh, it's all expired.
Ah, okay. So this is your bedroom. So where do you sleep?
Since, well, it's been about 3.5 years now, I've been sleeping on the sofa.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So again, that's another incentive, isn't
Yeah.
it? So,
This has become my norm.
yeah, that's right.
And it's only when external sources come in and they ask the question, where do you sleep? And it's like, on the sofa. And I just think, that's such a sad story. I've had an idea, and I wondered what your opinion is. I was actually going to bring everything from the hallway into here, everything that's left in the living room into here, so that the The hallway and the living room are 100% done.
And
everything is in here.
I would strongly advise not to do that.
Okay.
Only because it's almost like picking up things from one room, putting them in another, and then you've made one room very overwhelming to deal with. And in reality, although you think you may well deal with it after, quite often what happens, I've been to places where 10 years later that door's still shut.
I went and got some boxes from the local supermarket. What I'm trying to do, which I've started here, is I've got a big box there. I'm trying to put everything into boxes.
Boxes could probably end up becoming part of the clutter if you're not careful. It becomes just a pile of boxes then in a room instead. So it's just delaying the process, I think.
When this was at its worst, it made me feel like I was literally in a tomb. I felt buried in all of this. And it just felt so like it was kind of coming in on me. And just, I would do anything to distract myself.
For Faye to conquer her hoarding, it's essential she avoids delaying the disposal of unwanted items.
Try and do a little bit of decluttering every single day if you can, but just focus on one room at a time. Every time you pick something up, think, do I want this? And if you say yes, just dig a little bit deeper as to why you want it and do you need it. And the other thing is, if you do want to keep it, where am I going to home this? Everything has to have a home. If it has a home, even if things get a little bit untidy, because, you know, we're all like that, then at the end of the day, whenever you have a little tidy up, think, oh, right, I know that goes there. And you've got somewhere to put it. But if you haven't, it's just going to end up staying on the floor.
It's true.
Well done.
Thanks for coming. Take care.
Bye. See you later. I'm really pleased. I feel like we've made a lot of progress today, and she's got a lot of self-awareness. And I think the important thing is she's actually raring to go, and she's already started the process, which is brilliant. And I'm glad I was there. I could give her a few tips and homework to do as well. And I feel like if she does a little bit every day, she's going to progress quite quickly as well and see some good results.
With the accumulation of 40 years of hoarding in Richard's home, there's a whole neighbourhood that would like to help him clear it.
We're shifting papers this morning, have we?
Not in the sense that you mean, no. But,
like in the skip?
No, to have this banter between us.
Regular banter. Well, I've got to know Richard, I think it's over 7 years. I mean, Richard's been to my house for Christmas dinner. We're trying as a community to try and help him.
The oldest part of Richard's hoard is the thing he's more passionate about than his papers.
With me, it happens to be classic cars, and of course they take up the room that they do. And
I think effectively there's 17 broken cars around this land here. If we could just get one car done up, I'd love to see him driving around in this old vintage Jag, just having a life.
If I was push comes to shove, which would I choose? Obviously, the cars are a greater love than mere newspapers. I mean, it'd be nice to be able to deal with both, but there you go.
After a lifetime of hoarding, it's possible things may never change.
I would not like it to be just people coming in and just ordering up a number of skips and then the whole lot just disappears, because that represents pretty much a life's work just gone to waste. An Englishman's home is his castle. I've built my home, and you can call it what you like, but it's an extension of me. It represents what I am, and don't sort of interfere, sort of thing.
Richard's happy, that's the way he wants to live, and we have to respect that and work with him at the same time.
With the biohazard hoard in the kitchen cleared, Sally is expecting extreme cleaners, Kaz and T, to help clear the rest of the flat.
I'm slowly getting buried alive in here.
With the freezer out of the flat, access to the bedrooms reveals the full extent of Sally's hoard.
This morning, I was suffering with a lot of stress because I know when Kaz and T come today, they're going to look and go, Sally, what have you been doing? And they're going to tell me off because, you know, I've gone back to my old ways. Go away, I've changed my mind. Hello.
2 years ago, the flat took weeks to clear, but Sally is optimistic this is a simpler job.
As you can see, some of this was behind the fridge.
The goal is to create a usable bedroom.
The last clean, I was in the hallway, they would bring bags out, I'd sort it, and they were shoveling all the rubbish away. But because this is a completely different type of clean, I think we'll go through that bedroom pretty quick. It does look worse than it is. So I was going to do the clean myself this year, but when they came and we did the kitchen, I made a decision to have them come and help me. This way, I'm forced to do it, and it means now I can get my bed, after being 2 years in here, into the small bedroom. So that's my goal.
Half of me wants to throttle you.
I know.
And half of me wants to smile.
Yeah, I know.
What are we going to do with you? What are we going to do with you? I want all this gone today. See, I'm not sure, but I can smell... Oh, I can smell urine.
Usually I've got a good memory of things, and I just, for some reason, haven't remembered what it looked like in there, so... No, they should really throttle me.
What's in here?
That is my computer, my laptop. The cat urinated on the bag, so God knows if the computer still works.
Faye is tackling her rubbish too.
I'll keep the lid just with a slight section of jar, just about that much, so that it minimises the possibility of anything accidentally falling in.
With her OCDs to contend with, even a few items can be a slow process.
The irony is that I can't even think of the last time, probably not even in the last 10 years, where I have actually done the check and suddenly found a receipt or a bit of money. And what have I lost as regards time and mental health and everything else for doing this? And then as soon as that's done, that needs to be closed and go out to the bin. If that stays in the flat for too long, I'll get too anxious about it and I'll empty it and go back through it again.
Throwing out even the smallest amount of rubbish is a challenge.
Oh, I want to go through it. What to do?
Faye's disorder can mean that performing her rituals once isn't always enough.
I've been making such good progress, and I'm disappointed that I checked it. I should have left it. It's just rubbish. You know? Who cares?
After 4 days' hard work and an estimated ton of the hoard removed, Sally's flat is habitable again.
It feels absolutely wonderful. It's really hard to describe, so much so that I was actually crying today when we were, talking about it, because I've been wanting to be in this bedroom since I moved in. I'm glad after 13 years of now wanting to be in here, I'm here.
How Sally can help herself is just set goals every day. Small things like making sure that the cat litter is clean, getting rid of her daily rubbish. So that's all I can encourage Sally to do, is to keep a daily routine of small jobs.
Our advice is everything in your home has a home.
Home, yeah.
If you put it back in its home, it will stay there and you won't lose anything and it will stay tidy.
There is a bit of concern when people talk, are we going to go back to my old habits? I believe once you're a hoarder, you're always a hoarder, but you have to fight.
I think it could happen again if she doesn't have the right support network around her.
No, but I know she enjoys the fact that we're around.
Yeah. And she sees us as mates. We're like family now. We'll come back and check on her regardless.
We're going to have to.
Throwing away unwanted items proved a painful way for 40-year-old Faye to reduce her hoard. Today, she's donating instead.
I've got 3 items I need to take to the charity shop. I tend to keep the numbers of things to take down because too many causes me too much anxiety, especially when I get to the shop. For me, especially books, this is not fun, so I have to check every single page before this can go into the bag. The goal I have is to give away 10 items a day, and I figure that equals 300 items in a month.
The first stage is complete. The items are out of the flat. But will she be able to let them go? After decades of filling his bungalow, Richard's home has become a time bomb, dangerous for his health.
Had I appreciated earlier on what I was letting myself in for, I would have approached it much differently than I in fact did. So unfortunately, we're a bit late to actually implement what I've learned. But I get through it, get by, so I'm reasonably happy.
Hoarding is a problem that just grows if the sufferer doesn't take action. And the result is inevitable. Space will eventually run out.
There's the trouble, it's sort of piles of stuff here, there and everywhere waiting to be processed. The trouble is that you've got to carry on with ordinary life in between times, isn't it? It's very difficult. Day to day is just going through the normal domestic routine of keeping body and soul together, as it were, and also trying to prevent the inevitable bit by bit accumulation of things.
Richard's home is now so full, even the basics are becoming impossible.
You have to hold it out like that, because if you don't, the chocolate melts and you get it all over your fingers. Or if you get chocolate fingerprints all over the papers, and that will never do. I'm getting slimmer and slimmer. I don't allow myself to get to the point where I'm literally starving. I have sandwiches and donuts and things of that nature, and then that's supplemented with the fish and chips and sort of dinner for ones in the oven there. So yes, no, I mean, I get by.
Thank you.
For Faye, she's working hard to shift the balance of her hoarding habits.
I've got a few items for you.
Thank you very much.
I've got OCD, so I'm just going to give them to you one by one, if that's all right. So that goes on there. Okay. So that's some leggings. Okay. So there. So would you mind just checking them? Thank you. 3 more things out of my flat. So slowly but surely. Thank you so much. Thank you for understanding. I know it's a bit weird. It's something wrong with my brain, so thank you. I just feel that if you came back to me in 3 months, I'm going to have that flat clear. I feel something has triggered. Take good care. Thank you. Bye. Yeah. Good place to be.
Kent, the Garden of England, with manicured lawns and ornamental lakes. But this handsome detached house, home to 64-year-old Susan, hides a dark secret.
I moved in 2002 when the boys were 22 and 16. When I walked in for the first time, it was completely bare.
But over the last 17 years, that has changed. All 4 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms are completely jam-packed.
I couldn't get up the stairs since about 2010. So this is my bed. just on top of all of this stuff. I'm actually sitting on the sofa. It's under there somewhere, so I'm like 4 foot in the air or something. It started with the shopping channel. I just started buying things. It gave me a buzz, gave me a release. And then it got that every day I was ordering something, every day. Things for the garden, and I don't even garden. It absolutely does not suit me to be a hoarder. It's horrible. I want to be like everybody else. I want to be able to have my grandchildren. I want to see my sons. They want to visit. I want them to visit. You know, I just want to be part of their lives, really.
The battle with hoarding can be a lifelong struggle. But today, help is on the way.
Where we're going to go now is to a lady called Susan.
Extreme Cleaners, the Declutter Divas, have been helping hoarders for 12 years.
We just go and do an assessment and see how long it would take to actually get her house back in the right direction.
And for Susan, their help is literally a matter of life or death.
I got diagnosed with cancer in April. You know, just waiting to see how that turns out. I am very tired all the time.
The clock is ticking for Susan. She needs a clean, secure place to rest after her treatment.
Finished my radiotherapy. I'm really hoping next time I see the doctor they'll say I can go on to chemotherapy. Now I haven't got my health. I need somewhere that I can be comfortable.
Okay, here we are.
See what's before us, Alison. Oh my God.
Okay.
If it's like this now.
Hello, how are you?
How high is that, Sue?
I don't know. I've got no
You're
idea.
not standing, I can see you sitting.
What room is that, Susan?
This is the kitchen.
The kitchen.
Yeah.
Do you need a hand?
No, I can just
You're
slide.
okay.
That's it. Thank you very much.
Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you.
I can't
Thank
believe
you.
Oh, Sue. What happened?
Well, my husband left and I just started feathering my nest and trying to make sure, because I was on my own now, that I'd always have plenty of stuff and not go short of anything. But obviously it just went a bit over the top.
Can we get in and have a look?
Yeah, of course you can.
That probably means there's some food in here as well.
Oh my God, it's so dense. Right.
Can't believe it. Look how bad it is. Oh my God. How deep is this, Alison?
You would not be able to say this was a kitchen unless you knew.
Oh my goodness.
It's a health hazard, basically.
How the hell did it get to this, and how long has she been living like this? It's astounding, isn't it? Where are we going, Alison?
I'm just going to make my way out into this hall bit. Okay.
Oh my life. Oh, Alison,
my
look.
God.
I can tell how deep it is here, look. Dyson Hoover. Look, we've only got the handle. That shows you the sheer volume of it. I mean, it is really extreme, isn't it?
If I want a future, it's something I've got to go through. But I won't say it's easy, because it's not.
It's a desperate situation, isn't it? Oh,
There's a
my
brand new
goodness.
shoe there, and the mice have actually made a little bed in there, look.
Yeah, they've nested in there and it's made that quite a little warm, cosy place, isn't it?
Everything's going to change, which it has to change, and I'm glad it's changing, but just a bit frightened of the process of it.
Oh,
That's it.
wow.
You're down, you're out. It was a bit of a mission, wasn't it?
Well, I think on a score of 1 to 10, that's got to be 10.
It is.
It's extreme, it's dense, it's dangerous.
There's a lot of work to do. We're really up against this to get this done. But the trouble that she's on the drugs, she's tired, she's not well, she's ill.
Yeah.
We can't afford to waste any time. She really needs our help, doesn't she?
Tomorrow, that help will be on hand when Susan's clearance begins. Susan's hoarding spiralled out of control 17 years ago. But some people have been hoarding for a lifetime.
I've been in this house since it was built, just after the end of the war.
And in that time, 88-year-old Brian has managed to fill his 3-bedroomed semi with clutter. Upstairs, and downstairs. Mainly, but not exclusively, with papers and television sets.
My two children, they don't approve of this rubbish. Rubbish, as they call it, that I've got. I can see their angle.
Children of hoarders like Heather and Christopher often feel less valued than the stuff being hoarded.
When I was small, I thought hoarding was not normal. When I went to my friend's house, I'd go around and think, wow, you know, it's really tidy. Wow, look at this. And it wasn't until they came to my house and said, wow, do you live here? You know, like it was some sort of abandoned house. It's just embarrassing to live in a place like that. Another Hoover. He's got about 7, I think. Part of an old toilet, I know that much. My brother hates it just as much as I do. My brother lives with my dad. My brother's autistic. He's a grown adult, but he's lived there all his life in a house which you can't move in. I don't like going there. I really hate it. I've got to be fair.
Coming up, the divas discover an unwelcome visitor.
Oh, there's a rat.
I'm absolutely mortified.
Heather is treading carefully.
I am really worried that this floor is going to cave in.
And we meet a man whose hoarding cost him everything.
The first piece of paper caught fire, and then it was an inferno.
In Kent, 64-year-old Susan is fighting on 2 fronts. She has recently been diagnosed with cancer and is living a life of hoarding hell.
You can't stay in the house. I mean, why would you? What can you do? You can't do anything. So every day, as soon as I woke up, my number one aim would be to get out.
Her situation is so bad that she has all but made herself homeless.
Walk to the bus stop and get the bus to a supermarket. Say that closed at 6, then you can move on to the next one that doesn't close till 7. It's unbelievable, but I've actually sat till 2 in the morning. I'd rather sit there in the dark, in the cold, than go home, really. It's sad, but that's the way it is.
But today is the day Susan has longed for.
It'd be nice to see it all done, but I am a bit nervous. I would really rather just go and live on an island in the Outer Hebrides or something and just let them get on with it, but I can't.
Can she put a lifetime of hoarding behind her?
All these years of hoarding, it's not going to be easy coming to an end.
Morning, Susan.
How are you today?
Fine, and you?
Yeah, a bit
Nervous?
anxious, but that's to be expected, isn't it?
Apprehensive.
Yeah.
Are you ready for this?
Well, I've got
As
to
ready
be.
as you'll be.
I haven't got any choice.
Okay. When we bring things out, we'll go through them with you, and you can decide whether you want to keep them or you don't want to keep them.
Just remember the goal. The goal is to get your home back. You know what? It's
Fab.
nice to see you smile.
Job number 1 is to clear the garden.
Susan, what about all this?
Yeah, just chuck it. It's all fell to pieces. I mean, that thingy there. I'm not sad to see it go because it's caused nothing but trouble and anguish and separation from my family. So you know you can't really be that sad, but just such a waste of money, really. All the money I've wasted on all this.
Can that go?
Yeah, it hasn't got any.
I've just had a quick look.
Just at some handbags I used to like save money for my funeral in, so there might be some handbags that do have money in them. I bought it with one leg missing. When I went for the other leg, they couldn't find it. Pauline.
Because it's not got a leg, it's got both.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, no, that's fine. I've not quite got to the cathartic bit yet, but I'm hoping that's what it's going to be eventually.
This table, I need a pair of scissors. Oh, there's a rat.
Oh my God, mummified.
Sorry. It's quite big.
There's probably going to be many, but that's our first one, isn't it?
That's not a rat, is it?
Yeah.
It isn't.
Yeah.
I'm absolutely mortified. I said there was no dead bodies. I was wrong.
Hoarding is an issue that affects everyday life and family relationships. And for the child of a hoarder, it can leave permanent scars.
My dad's hoarded ever since he was young, and he lives basically with my brother.
This is where I live, and it's very difficult at times. This is our hall. Might be a bit shocked. It's not fair really on me at all.
Daughter Heather moved out 25 years ago.
This used to be my bedroom, and see, I'm worried. I am really worried that this floor is going to cave in. I grew up here, this was my haven, this was the only tidy room in the house. You have no control as a kid, you don't. You know, it's your parents' house, you have control over your room, which is why my room was so tidy. That is a horrible feeling to lack control. My bed was here under the window, but there's no way you can put a bed in here now. I try not to go around there. It's the most uncomfortable place. You know, if you can imagine, it's claustrophobic. You can feel the dust in the house, you can smell it, and it just makes me feel very, very uncomfortable being in there. I want to be out.
But just like Heather, Brian is also the child of a hoarder.
My mother, she used to hoard newspapers. To her, newspapers were history. She couldn't throw anything away. I suppose I thought as other people think of me now. Why on earth are they keeping all these things? I can't throw anything away that could be useful, not necessarily to me, but to someone. I suppose I get that from my mother.
Heather is determined not to carry on the family tradition.
So this is my house, where I live. This is not a hoarded house. It's relatively tidy. It's got lots of space that you can move around, you can fling your arms around without worrying about knocking things off. I get a kind of buzz from going to the skip and throwing things in it. I get a buzz from cleaning. I get a buzz from emptying the hoover, which is very odd. I'm just hoping that I never, ever hoard, ever, because it's a shocking thing.
Hoarding robbed Heather of a happy childhood. But for some people, it's been a lifestyle choice. Meet Jake Mangelwurzel.
Welcome to the home of the king of the eccentrics. This is wonderful Wurzel land. Well, I do have a few friends and guests, you know, and so when they come round, I used to offer them a pot of tea and they used to look around and realise they were going to be poisoned or something, you know. So they'd always say, no, Jakey, thank you, we just had one. They always say, I've just had one.
The NHS estimates that up to 2% of the population has a hoarding disorder. For many sufferers, their possessions are almost part of them. And for 81-year-old Jake, it's become a way of life.
When I was in my teens, I used to go into dustbins and pull stuff out of dustbins. See, it's a compulsion, I couldn't stop doing it. So I just collect stuff all the time. And I got these out of a skip, look. I like store it and then see if I can find a use for it. Well, it's just loads and loads and loads of stuff. Some of it was useless, but a lot of it I have used. So can you see, that's the tea bag. So this is Joker Jake's tea bag and Tabent tapestry.
And his artwork doesn't end there.
I turned my house into an amazing folly. So this was my drawbridge, and it used to come up like that. Everything had to work. This was a pillory that I built. I just love building crazy things.
But his hoarding soon made him homeless.
Well, I wasn't here at the time. I was just on the other side of the motorway, Relaxevo, and I came back and I saw the smoke puffing from underneath the roof tiles. All the papers, it was absolutely full of papers. and old clothes, piles and piles, and I was climbing over everything to get from one place to another. So once the first piece of paper caught fire, that was inevitable, and then it was an inferno. I wished I'd been more careful because I lost a lot of treasures.
Jake could have lost so much more. Over a quarter of fire deaths are related to hoarding.
I never thought I'd get over it, but I did, and I always rebuild from a tragedy.
But just 6 years later, it happened again.
I just opened the door and I was met with an immense wall of black smoke, and I couldn't get to my sink to get any water or anything. And so I just had to do a runner, and I just got out. The smoke was already getting into my lungs. And poor little Boffin, he should have followed me out, but he didn't. He stayed behind, and he perished. He perished in the smoke, and we found his body a few days later. Attempt at fate all these years, and eventually fate well fucked me, you know.
Over in Kent, Sue's garden is cleared, and it's time to brave the inside.
Can I push my button? Come in! Up you go! Right. So as you can see, I'm trying to actually get in here to get this door open, but the mice have been in here, and unfortunately they've actually made their nests in here, so a lot of the clothes that's in here is going to get ruined. Plus there's quite a lot of rotten food, which they will love.
I'm shocked, I'm tired, I don't recognise this stuff. And especially don't recognise what's up in there. I don't know where it's all come from.
8 hours later, there are definite signs that there is a kitchen.
I'm getting deeper down. I'm getting down there. Can actually see the washing machine now. I can see some cupboards with some handles, and I've got the sink showing. We've got a whole table clear now. It's been a heavy day, but we've seen the evidence, haven't we?
Once we get the kitchen in some sort of order, I think she'll feel so much better, and she'll actually see the wood for the trees.
Well, a real positive first day, wasn't it, Alison?
Oh, I do think so.
Very productive, and Susan was brilliant. Now that's it for today.
I thought there's no way they're going to fill a skip. No way. I mean, it's better, much improved, but how was all that in there? Unbelievable, scary. I didn't even remember the work surface, what colour it was. I'm quite shocked. I thought it was a different colour.
Despite losing 2 homes to fire, 81-year-old Jake just can't change his ways.
So yeah, I've always been a hoarder. I just can't alter it. I cannot be clean and tidy. People who know me well know that I'm an obsessive collector. And one of the things I do, every time I piss, and it's regular because I've got prostate trouble, and I just piss in all these drums.
Although Jake has always been a hoarder, he hasn't always been Jake. 40 years ago, he took on a new name and a new way of life.
That changed from, plain John Gray to Jake Jonathan Zebedee Mangleworsley, yes. Some people have described it as a breakdown. I was having stress at work. I had my general depression, which was a state of morbidity. The marriage was buggered. Half a dozen things, all conspired, all to build up, and it was like breaking point until I invented the Wurzel. It's the Wurzel that saved my life and gave me a new life.
Coming up, Heather loses her appetite.
Would you be hungry?
You don't drink wine, Heather, do you?
Sparks fly when Jake meets a fire inspector.
The structure is quite dangerous and needs to be pulled down.
And I'm probably old enough to be his father.
And the divas are flushed with success.
There's obviously 3 or 4 mice.
In Cardiff, 88-year-old Brian has been hoarding all his life. And today, daughter Heather
Hiya!
Come and join us.
is popping round for a spot of lunch.
You want to sit there? We'll make a bit of room for you.
Oh, okay.
Just shift a few things.
Mealtimes were very cramped if you think there was a family of 4 living here.
Well, leave those there. We usually have a pile there.
Basically, the stuff gets moved around, but it stays on the table.
Well, we don't need that now.
I can't believe the palaver you have to go through to have a sandwich.
Knife this side.
You're claustrophobic.
You want a drop of wine?
No,
Here we are, Chris. Tin of beans.
I'm not hungry. I'm not hungry, really. I'm not hungry.
Do you drink wine?
Would you be hungry?
Do you drink wine, Heather, do you?
She doesn't normally come for a meal. I don't know whether she's a bit fussy or what.
I think I've just lost my appetite. The house makes me uncomfortable. It feels like, I don't know, I guess like being in a cage. Well, I'm not eating, I'll just sit with you.
Oh. Nicky, here you are.
Nicky Phip, don't you think it's a bit dirty to be eating in? Do you not like it? Want to clean it before you eat that?
Yeah, of course I do.
Thank you, Chris.
Okay.
Dad, do you think hoarding is a psychological disorder?
In certain cases, I think it probably is, but not in mine.
So is it normal to have this amount of stuff in most houses?
Most houses, no.
Okay, so why do you think this one is so different?
Because it's mine.
What can I say to that? Okay.
The adult child of a hoarder often struggles to get their parent to change their ways.
And one day, it'll all be mine and Chris's.
Careful, I don't leave it to the dogs home.
Oh dear.
And as a result, relationships can get damaged.
Dysfunctional family life.
It's common for the children to take matters into their own hands.
But look, Christmas. Why did you keep the paper?
But that can do more harm than good.
Well, I can't do everything at once.
Why don't you throw out these newspapers from 2004?
I do, but I do like a quick look at them. Bullshit as usual. You might find something particularly interesting. Gordon Brown's done something rather. What's
Yeah,
he
but if
done?
he did it 15 years ago, who cares
Oh,
what
so
he's done?
what?
Corks. Why do you pick corks?
I know they've got another use. What use, I don't always know, but I know there is another use.
Here's some more biscuits. So what is this, Chris? 2015.
Yes.
So those are 4 years old. Those are not open yet.
I've had things, don't tell her, things have been 20 years old, been perfectly. Well, no, things have got sugar in and things that do keep. And no problem too, I'm still living to tell the story.
I gotta go now anyway, Dad. I can't really handle it in here much longer, so
Right.
I'll see you later.
So I bid you adios.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Bye, nice to see you. Bye.
I don't think that went well. I was gonna have dinner with him to have a few things to discuss, but it's difficult for us to get on because we've always fought, even since I was that big. But now I'm an adult and I try to talk to him, and his logic is probably from a different planet than mine. It's not easy. Beyond me.
Hoarding creates the perfect conditions for a house fire. And in Huddersfield, Jake has already lost 2 homes because of it.
Pot of tea, fag, paper. Peace, perfect peace.
But today, he's got a visitor to try and make sure there's no fire number 3.
How do you do, Jake?
Oh, hi. Hi.
How are you? All right.
Who are you again?
Rick Lawton.
Rick, right, Rick, yeah.
Just pop along to have a chat about fire safety.
Oh, right.
Rick is a fire safety expert with over 20 years' experience.
They want to give me a lecture, but it'll be a waste of time because I'm not stupid. You can't tell me anything I don't already know.
The structure at the moment is quite dangerous. It's loose and needs to be pulled down.
They'll be telling me all this, Jakey, you should be doing that and you should be doing this, and I shall know all this. It'll be a waste of time.
I'm just looking for anything that's potentially combustible. Lots of wood, lots of plastic.
And I'm probably old enough to be his father.
We've got a very old, antiquated gas oven with a lot of papers, documents in very close proximity.
Everything gets stacked on top of everything else, so precious stuff at the bottom of the pile. I've forgotten where it is and what it is.
Not too sure what that is actually. It's obviously cigarette ends, but it's not on an ashtray.
So my trouble is I haven't enough room to store all my stuff.
We've got a smoke detector down the end, which is good to see, but whether it works or not and when the batteries will last changed, we don't know. So potentially we could have a fire from a natural flame from the gas fire, we could have a fire from the electrics, we could have a fire from cooking, and probably more obvious, a fire from actually smoking. And what we have here is a lot of trip hazards, and if we were to have a fire, how is Jake going to actually get out of the facility?
He might say, oh, why don't you tidy up all your papers? Well, I can't because it's how I am. I can't live tidily, I can't be clean.
The last time they met, it ended in tears for Heather and Brian. So today, they have a rare visitor who will hopefully help heal the rift between them.
Hello, Claire. Come on in.
Nice to meet you. Thanks for having me over today.
Claire is a psychotherapeutic counsellor with over 25 years' experience of helping families in crisis.
Well, my dad's a hoarder and I'm a bit worried about him. He doesn't see it as a problem. I do see it as a problem, so I think it's communication, really.
What would you like to get out of our conversation today, Brian?
I'd like to prove I'm not going medically round the twist. I'm quite sane. I know what I'm doing.
What are your thoughts about how it felt being the child growing up with a hoarder?
It was very uncomfortable when I was small, although I thought it was normal. I think all children who grow up in a hoard, that is normal to them. You don't want to invite friends back to your house because you're embarrassed of it. So gradually then, they stopped inviting me to their house. And then I kind of thought, oh, this isn't fair, you know, and I wanted to be in their house because I like to be in a nice, tidy environment.
It's something I hadn't realised before she said that then, yes, but I can appreciate that could have happened, yes. But if I go into my past, during the war then, I was at boarding school, but I just didn't know other local people that I could go and see, so that part never arose.
Yeah. The fact he didn't have friends home from school, that I hadn't considered. I'd known about, but I hadn't thought about that. But all of the family had that issue when people that they knew came round. My mum, if anyone knocked on the door, she said, oh, please excuse the mess, we're decorating, which was clearly not the case. When you get to be an adult and you're embarrassed to have adult friends round, people might call to pick you up, you know, you're not quite ready, just have a seat, have a coffee, I'll be ready now. That kind of thing was not normal. It's not in my house.
Brian, is it helping you understand how things are?
Well, it's certainly an eye-opener to get Heather's angle. It's a shame. I would love to have other people in. There we are.
So Heather, how about you?
I do think he needs to prioritise what's important, as in family over junk.
How does it feel hearing that from Heather, Brian?
I really would love to have the grandchildren here. I really must do something, but now, of course, they're older. They don't really want to come round and see poor old Grandad. But we don't discuss things like this, because we'd probably start fighting if we did. Or arguing anyway. But it should come into the open, yes. Well, that was a good chat we had, I think. It was worthwhile, the visit.
Yeah, I hope it will change things.
I certainly felt reassured that they would probably see things in a slightly different light now going forward.
We must have more chats
Yes, okay.
Together, yes.
Yes. So hopefully we'll move forward now and try and work together to get things sorted.
Well, I honestly hope so, yes.
I was so impressed that it didn't drop into a bickering match, because I knew that there was a lot of frustration.
And we didn't have a fight, did we?
For once, no.
It's 38 degrees, the hottest day ever in Britain. And whilst Susan is at a hospital appointment, the decluttered divas are still hard at it.
Kind of open the oven. Looks like a half roast dinner in there with roast potatoes and Yorkshire puddings all still in there. It's really quite dire.
Oh gosh. This is not going to be particularly nice, is it? I can already see there's obviously 3 or 4 mice, and I think they've tried to scurry through and come in and get a drink of water. It became the end.
It's the final day, and today's task is to create a usable bedroom that Susan can recuperate in after her cancer treatment.
I think it'd be good if we can get this door open at least a little bit, Alison, so I'll tackle the bit behind the door, yeah? We're trying to get a bed that, for once, Susan can actually sleep in, and that's the most important thing.
Well, I can't remember the last time Susan said that she slept in her bed. So then at the end of the day, she's going to have a functioning kitchen, a functioning bathroom, a downstairs toilet. She's got a hallway that she can walk through. So at least she's got a few rooms that she can actually live in, rather than spend all her time outside Tesco's.
Can't wait to see her face.
I can actually see the corner of the bed.
It's the start, Alison. Don't get too excited.
With the bedroom cleared, there's just the small matter of the fridge.
You ready? Come on.
1, 2, 3. Oh my God.
And then it hits you. Right, come on.
Ugh.
Oh, think straight. Oh, Christ. It's the strongest smell you could ever smell. And we've come across some, but it's quite revolting. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. No cornettos, one more cornetto.
I could have done with one of them today. That was bad.
Mice out of the toilets and a rat out the garden I'm quite happy with, but that with the intense heat today, the smell was a bit more than my stomach could bear, but hey ho, we managed it.
Back in Huddersfield, Jake is about to find out the results of his fire inspection.
Well, it's good to meet you, Jake. I've had a little walk around your home.
I am an expert on fires myself because I've had 2 major ones, yeah. I nearly lost my life in the second fire. I only got out by the skin of my teeth. 10 seconds long. I'd have been out away and Jakey, yeah.
The main concern I have is the large amount of combustible materials that you've got in there. If you could reduce all those combustible materials that we've talked about to more manageable levels, so if there was a fire, hopefully it's not going to spread, but more importantly, you have a clear route of escape to you or your pets.
There are masses and masses of newspapers on the bed where I sleep, you know, and I do smoke in bed. You know, I've given up with women and beer, but I do need me facts, you know.
The dangers from smoking in bed is very, very serious. You're going to lose your caravan if there's a fire. You're going to lose the structures on the outside of the caravan if there's a fire. So there is potential for it to affect the residences on the surrounding area as well.
You won't believe it, I nearly set fire to them trees about 3 years ago. I keep thinking that what I'm doing is safe, but it's not. And from now on, I must take more care. I've got to do, otherwise it'll be fire number 3.
Good to meet you, Jake.
Yeah, okay,
all the best.
Richard. Nice one.
And,
Nice
see you
to
again.
see you.
Cheers now.
Yes.
Jake is an interesting character, to say the least. So I think he's took on board what we've said, and hopefully going forward there'll be an improvement in how he manages fire safety within his home.
That'll do it. Fire hazard preventative. So all I've got to do now is put a load of water in it and put it inside my door in case I have a fire. Right, now, where shall I put it? It'll go there, look. Yeah, and then I'll move a few of these combustibles away from my cooker. That's plain common sense. Oh. Do you know, I'd completely forgotten about that. I'll get my pal to look at it and see if it needs recharging or something.
Coming up, Brian and Heather finally agree on something.
If you can pick some big things, I'll take them to the skip.
Good, it's got to be done.
And at last, Susan comes in through the front door.
Oh my goodness. Wow.
17 years of hoarding and 5 days of elbow grease. And Susan is ready to see the results.
Oh my goodness, I can't remember the last time it came through my front door. Wow. Downstairs loo. Stairs. Wow. Oh my God.
Hello, Susan.
Oh, that's unbelievable.
How do you feel walking into your house?
Unbelievable, it's fantastic.
Shall we go and see the rest?
Yes, please.
This is the most important one.
Is this my bedding?
Yes.
Is it?
This is your bedding.
Oh my God. Wow. Ah, go to sleep.
How long ago do you think it was that you
Since
actually
slept
last slept
in
on
the
your
bed? Oh, 10 years.
10 years?
10 yes.
Oh my.
I haven't even been upstairs.
Really?
I was
Really?
frightened to come upstairs.
This is a home that can be lived in now.
Yeah, it
it
is.
couldn't be before, Susan.
No, it was a nightmare.
You think what we've done will make a difference to you? Do you think that you might change?
Yes.
You
Oh
do?
God, I've changed already. There's no way I'm going back to that. Absolutely not. No way.
Susan is determined to put her hoarding behind her. But in Huddersfield, Jake is planning a future for his hoard.
I'm going to have to spend a lot of money on a solicitor, getting a covenant on my property so that I can leave it to posterity.
As a happy hoarder, Jake wants his hoard to live forever.
I've really to look to the future and make sure that everything comes to pass as I hope it will. I don't wish to be egotistical, but there's no doubt I've created legends in Huddersfield. And I'd like my legacy to be this place, Wurzelland, the home of the king of the eccentrics.
After decades of hoarding, and now aware of the impact it's had on his family, Brian is starting to change his ways.
I got to the age now at 88. I do feel, well, at least if I can get some of it down and get it more presentable, because I'd love to be able to have people in and say, well, come in for an evening. It's a hard life at times, but I would love to have it clear, I really would. That could go out, good. Now I have the grandchildren in and that sort of thing. But, there we are.
And Heather finally has some closure.
I'm not obviously qualified to give advice for hoarders. All I've got is experience of being a child of a hoarder. I would just say all you can do is just offer support if they want it. You can't go in there and say, right, I'm bringing around a skip and we'll tidy your room, and because that will frighten them, freak them, they'll probably shout at you, you'll have a big family argument and you'll probably end up never speaking to them again. If it's their house and they're happy with it, you know, why should you butt in? And it's difficult to know when you need to give them help or when you're just being too pushy.
Brian and Heather are finding ways to work together to make a better home for him and son Christopher.
Have you any ideas how we can move forward? Well, I certainly have to have some chats and discuss things.
So I suggest if you can pick some big things, like plastic TVs that have no historical interest, you get them ready, I'll come round with my car and take them to the skip.
Good.
Okay?
Excellent. It's got to be done. There's no doubt about that.
That's the first step.
That's a good start.
For 17 years, hoarding had taken over not only Susan's home, but her life.
When we first started this challenge, should I say, it was just like massive, great big dumping ground.
I was scared to come in. I didn't want to see what there was inside and how bad it was, and have to face the facts that this was my life and this was my home. But just in a few days, it's been transformed.
From a kitchen where you couldn't see the floor or work surfaces, Susan now has a room where she can cook and have family round. Her days of washing in supermarket toilets are over, with a rediscovered bathroom. And after her cancer treatment, she can rest and recuperate in her own bed for the first time in over a decade.
Now I feel like she can actually walk in and feel this is home.
It feels like home again. I want to reclaim my family. I think, you know, if they could be here now, they'd be absolutely stunned. It's just, I can't believe it.
I think there is an air of happiness in there now. I really hope so, don't you?
Yeah. Just can't believe I've got a bed. But it is my bed. Can't wait to lie down and be lovely and comfortable. I would get into it now, but it wouldn't be appropriate.
Next time.
Quickest way to get rid of cobweb.
How tackling a hoard leads to tension and tantrums.
I'm rather right, Megan.
Stop.
I'm going to strangle him.
When does a collection
It's like going into Narnia when you come in here.
become a hoard?
I've probably got 600 odd pairs of shoes.
And why you need to expect the unexpected.
Oh, that's not good.
In the historic port town of Plymouth, tucked away in a quiet residential area, is 70-year-old Arthur Watson's two-bedroom flat.
I remember thinking, I won't be here for more than 5 years. Well, my life didn't quite go to plan.
Over the next 3 decades, he's filled every room with clutter. The bedroom, the lounge, the conservatory, and the kitchen.
May I point out one feature that you probably think is disgusting? But that handprint up there, it's my daughter's right hand. One day I just returned from fishing and she got stuck in and got her hands dirty, and then decided to make a handprint up on the wall with the fish blood. It sort of reminds me of a happy time.
Arthur split from his wife when his daughter was just 2.5. He's lived on his own for more than 20 years.
Friends and family aren't all that keen on visiting me. I've been a bit disappointed. It was my 70th birthday not long ago, and I was hoping that some of them might arrive. I mean, I live alone. My daughter's grown up and married.
Over the years, Arthur's hoard grew. But when his father passed away, things spiralled out of control.
I have been reported, as it were, to the local authority some years ago. But I haven't heard from them for a while, so I'm hoping I have persuaded them that there's no actual danger.
But for Arthur's neighbours, the hoard is an eyesore.
Arthur has got a little bit of a reputation around the street. I think it's just a general thing that people aren't happy, so a lot of people do judge, and they do say that it does need clearing out.
Local girl Helen has known Arthur all her life.
Oh, hello.
Hello, Arthur. How are you, my darling?
Oh, not too bad.
All right, I thought I'd pop round for a cup of tea and catch up.
Come in.
Thank you.
I know you've not seen the place for a few years, so be careful. That's all I'm saying. But
Okay.
There's nothing to worry about. It's simply a bit of stuff on the floor. Do come through.
Helen used to play with Arthur's daughter when they were children.
This is most concerning.
But hasn't been inside the flat for over 15 years.
How can you get to your toilet? Why is there wet newspaper on the floor? Don't like this.
Nope.
Nope, not standing in that.
I would very much value your opinion. This is some rhubarb that I grew in the garden and cooked this morning to make rhubarb jam. So I wondered whether, maybe on a piece
I'm not going to eat it out
No, you
loud,
don't have to
though.
eat it. I'm going to eat it anyway, because I think it's absolutely yummy.
Oh, I imagine it tastes nice, Arthur, but it needs...
And, well...
Arthur has been collecting things all his life.
I don't understand why you got all the paper on the floor.
No, it's a good point, that. Yeah. Laziness, I think, probably is most of the explanation. I was a collector as a child. I find things contain memories. I just find I'm a collector, instinctively.
There's nowhere to sit.
There is one chair. This is a fine rocking chair. And all I have to do is take the stuff off it, sit down. When I look around at my den and hoard, it does represent me in so many ways. You know, I can pick up an essay that I wrote at school and read it again and reflect. You know, it's all by history. I don't want my history being sort of dumped at the local dump. It has been suggested that I have a mental illness, this hoarding. I mean, that's rubbish. If you think of the number of people who hoard in their garages, in their attics, in their kitchen drawers, they're hoarding, all of them.
So how do you even get into your bed?
It's quite simple. When I want to go to bed, I just take what's on the bed, off the bed, and make a little space so that I can put up my sleeping bag and crawl in it and have a sleep.
You're quite happy sleeping like that?
Yeah, it's lovely. Cosy. A bit like a dormouse, really.
But if Arthur wants to avoid further run-ins with the neighbours, he's got some thinking to do.
It is horrendous compared to what it used to be, and I think it really is time that you made a change.
To a hoarder, their belongings are priceless treasures. But some hoards really are more valuable than others. Inside this 4-bedroom house in leafy Richmond, there are 3,000 vintage dresses, 500 handbags, and even more shoes. With every room crammed full, this hoard could be worth thousands.
When you walk in through the front door, first thing that you'll see is obviously a complete mountain of bags, gloves, scarves, hats, wigs. We've got some wigs there. Then we've got kind of another pile of vintage clothing.
Mandy loves fashion from bygone eras.
Further back, we've got lots more vintage clothing. And then, believe it or not, there is a toilet that's under there.
It's a passion that has got way out of control.
I've always loved little things that are a little bit different from the norm, so I think that's probably where the love of charity shops has come from. As you come into the living room area, you can see that there's quite a lot of stuff. Here we've got quite a lot of jewellery, amazing, beautiful, beautiful pieces, bit of a sparkling magpie, as you can see. And that's where my other boot's gone. The other boot's over in Shoe Mountain. I would say that I've probably got 600 odd pairs of shoes, and that's probably not including boots. There you go. I said it on that out loud.
Mandy's hoard is so huge, her house has no room left for people.
It got to the stage that I didn't feel comfortable about inviting people around that I didn't know. A few bits, hang on. Because I know that first impressions are going to be, oh my goodness me. When you start to realise that you've got more than the normal, whatever normal is, it's like a wake-up call to say, this shouldn't be in your house. This is almost your house is being used as a storage unit. Really is hard to admit that it's gone from being a collection to a hoard. When you actually finally say, yeah, okay, I am a hoarder. I've got too much stuff and I can't live the lifestyle I want to while I still have all of this clothing around me.
After years of being walled up, Mandy wants to make a change.
I decided that with all of my hoard, there's no way I'm just going to be able to get rid of it. So I want to start selling it. Sell some of my handbags, some of my jewellery, some of the shoes.
Her dream is to create an online business selling vintage clothes.
This is a real turning point for me. I see a vision of where I want to be. I don't want to live how I'm living now.
But will the hoard actually be worth anything to anyone other than Mandy? Coming up, Arthur hears a few home truths.
With all seriousness, Arthur, you're living in a death trap.
And is Mandy sitting on a gold mine?
60s disc dress, we're probably looking at 80 to 120.
Hoarders prize their belongings, even when they have no obvious cash value. Any attempt to throw things away can cause anxiety and upset. And today, Arthur is going to have his patience well and truly tested. He's getting a visit from extreme cleaners Kaz and T.
Oh, hello. You're the cleaners?
Yeah.
Coming out of the rain, for goodness sake. Well, I'm sorry, it's a bit of a mess, but, you know, I expect you're used to that.
Okay.
This is the main living room,
Right, okay.
but as you can see, living in it isn't that easy.
You've got a daughter. You don't see her at all.
Hardly ever. Always encourage her to come and stay, but for some reason she doesn't.
What do you think the reason is?
It could be the mess, I suppose.
Right. Let us help you out.
The kitchen, now this is a challenge. You might want to take a deep breath.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So,
Okay.
right, Arthur.
Yes.
I've got a few concerns.
I bet you have, yes. So what are they?
Well, I'm looking everywhere and the whole flat is full of newspaper or
Oh
clothes.
yes, there's a lot of newspapers, yes, yes.
But you're a smoker. How have you not caught the place alight? I'm sorry to be
Oh, I see, yeah,
blunt,
good
but
point. Well,
how have you-
I'm a very careful smoker. I've been smoking for years.
Yeah. With all seriousness, Arthur, you're living in a death trap.
But this isn't the only cause for concern.
Are you prepared to see the bathroom?
Yes, I'm ready to
This
see
is
the
a chamber of
bathroom.
horrors,
This
this is.
bath is. I'm ready.
Okay.
It's fine.
Now then, you see that string?
Yeah.
You got to, first of all, hold the light bulb, which is on the ceiling, and then pull the string. There we go, we got light.
Oh my God.
If I let go of the light bulb, the light will go off.
Arthur.
Yes.
You can't switch your light on like that.
I did sound chastised.
Did you not hear the spark when you touched the light bulb? Spark and paper.
I know what you're
Spark
saying.
And paper.
Yes, exactly.
I can't believe that. I can't believe it.
I thought it might go a bit overpowering.
Oh,
Sit down for a
Arthur,
moment.
no.
Have a cup of tea.
No.
I am.
No, no, no.
It's clear something needs to be done urgently. But can a lifelong hoarder change his ways and let Kaz and T get on with what needs to be done?
So the question is, Arthur,
Yes, Mum.
what are you willing to let go of
Ah,
to
good
make
question.
space?
Well, the point is, I'm a hoarder. So willing to let go of things is the crux of the problem.
You're all right for the newspapers to go, aren't you?
That's a leading question.
Because I'm going to pick them up regardless.
You're
I just
right.
want to know how you're feeling about that.
Well, I can tell you how I'm feeling about that, you see. Nervous.
Right.
Okay. If he thinks that, you know, this is okay and acceptable, it's not. That's his life. He could die, fall asleep and drop a cigarette, knock something over. That's it. His flat's gone up.
He's quite a charming guy. He's a very charming guy.
We can have a laugh and that joke and that with him, but to be honest, he's not even bloody funny.
I don't intend to make any sacrifices, but I do agree that we're going to have to sort things into what stays and what goes. You know, my prayers are being answered at long last.
Over 1.2 million people are thought to be hoarders across the UK. On the southernmost edge of London is the busy commuter town of Croydon. One of its 3-bedroom townhouses is home to Kim Sim, who has lived with her secret stash for over 10 years.
Hoarding is an addiction, similar to like being an alcoholic. Oh, when I look at it, I do get a headache.
It all started when she split from her ex-husband.
It was a difficult breakup and a difficult journey for me. And during that time, I was buying about maybe £100 worth of things a week. You know, to escape from the reality of life by having possessions around you. I've got boxes and boxes and boxes and luggage, more luggage. Gradually, hoarding grows and grows. And I couldn't stop. And as the boxes grow higher and higher, I was trapped.
Kim Sim tried to escape with a little help from professional cleaners.
I was afraid, I cried. It was very difficult. I literally was shivering. And I was looking at my box of things that I need to declutter. And I was feeling lost, knowing that I'm not going to have them anymore.
But now Kim Sim has found a reason to stop her hoarding ways.
Jim, what was it like the first time when you saw my hoard?
Whoa. I think that's the only word I can describe that.
After a whirlwind romance, Kim Sim's marrying new fella, Jim.
Jim and I met online, and not long after that, 2 months later, he proposed to me. For us, it's important that when we get married, we have to set up our marital bedroom.
It's just a matter of getting the bed in.
But most important is all my clothes. I think I have to get rid of.
With the wedding booked in a few days' time, they've got their work cut out for them. Meanwhile, over in Plymouth...
Your head looks like a cone, by the way.
Extreme cleaners Kaz and T are hard at work on Arthur's hoard.
In 2 minutes, and this is going to be clear.
Wonder what they're up to.
But Arthur wants to inspect every sheet of paper before it's thrown away.
Oi. It hasn't gone through inspection.
You can see that's just newspaper.
It's newspaper, right? But
right.
What newspaper, is it?
These are not items you're going to sit down and reread.
At a casual glance, you're right.
Look at that. You see how that's embedded in the floor?
All right. Now look.
Okay, that's what's going in the bin.
Could I just explain my position on this? I
You
mean,
can explain, but I'm going to get it off the floor.
Well, I'd rather you just listen for a moment. It won't take long. You know about archaeological digging?
Yes.
And that's done very carefully with a paintbrush and a trowel. Now, imagine yourself doing that here.
That's what we're doing.
Paintbrush and trowel, not a ballygrate shovel.
That is what we are doing, Arthur.
I respect that.
I'm
These
agreeing.
are your things, but
Well, yes.
right now,
It's an old
this
newspaper.
is not any use to you.
At this range, I quite agree. I think you can chuck that.
Thank you.
All
Can
right.
we?
But the next handful, I need to have a look at. It's true, that one has been lost forever.
Arthur, listen to me.
Yes.
Even if it was a paper you wanted to keep,
Yes.
it can't be that important because
no.
I've just dug it up from behind the door.
That's where the important ones are. You'll be surprised.
All right, I'm going to strangle him.
Did
you do that?
In Richmond, vintage clothing and house clearance specialists, Lorraine and Paul, have arrived at Mandy's to try and put a cash value on her hoard.
Our project started off as a house clearance company, which has now blossomed into a vintage warehouse. Today we're going to go into Mandy's house. We're going to have a look at her collection and hopefully help her out with the valuation.
She wants to know what it's worth, so she can turn her hoard into money.
Hello, come in. Come in. Sorry, you have to be careful there. It's all a bit squeezy.
No worries.
There's lots and lots of interesting stuff.
Okay.
But just too much of it. I'm a very good hoarder. Okay. Just like to follow me up here. Just be a bit careful on the stairs, that's all. There's so much stuff.
Yeah, I can see. How long has this been going on for? How long have you been buying?
I would say 30, 35 years,
Okay.
easily.
Okay.
Easily. So that's why it's so hard to rip things out of my hands.
For an actual hoarder to want to actually sort of get rid of her collection is a bit of a rarity.
Okay, let's get moving.
Let's get going.
Be prepared.
Wow.
So,
Love that.
I know, it's gorgeous, isn't it?
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah. So shall I leave you to it for a bit?
Yeah.
Right, go for it.
I think hoarding has been a stage in my life when it's been quite difficult. It's easy to say, oh, well, you know, there's not really anyone that needs me. But my stuff is always here.
I think the good thing about her is she knows her labels.
It's a complete mix, really, isn't it?
Paul, could you just grab this chain dress down for me?
60s disc dress, something like that. You're probably looking at 80 to 120.
Yeah.
That's a really nice piece. 60, 70 pounds for that, I'd say.
See, that probably retail about £40.
I would suspect that she would find the more valuable stuff, the harder stuff to let go.
Brilliant.
Gorgeous. She's got some really nice bits
It's
and
just
pieces
got a very
in here.
quirky
Really
style. Yeah, it makes you want to look more further back.
It feels a little bit strange, but I know that they know their stuff and I know that they're respecting the items that they're looking at.
You've got a Bieber there. 60, 70 pounds for that, I'd say.
I haven't really thought how much it would be, the whole collection.
Everything's like, wow. It's like a bit of an Aladdin's cave, really.
It's a good hoard.
Yeah.
It's a very good hoard.
But how much do the professionals think it's worth?
Hiya! Nice smiley faces. I'm taking that. That's a good thing.
We've enjoyed ourselves.
I was just going to say.
Okay, so basically how we're going to break it down, the downstairs section, very good. You can sort of say £5,000 possibly down there. The top floor, we're going to say is worth probably £15,000, and that's where the better bits and pieces were. As far as the value goes for the collection, we're going to say a conservative estimate would be 25 to 30,000. It could go higher.
That is really
well
lovely.
Well done you for collecting it.
Absolutely amazing to hear the sort of value of my collection. You know, I'm fired up now. It's time to do it.
You put the wires in here for now.
Making room for the bride and groom is a priority for Kim Sim. And today, she's meeting with Jo, a declutter consultant.
Hello, Kim Sim. Hi. Nice to meet you.
Jo helps people tackle both the hoard and its causes.
Here it is.
Okay.
My hoard.
Right. A lot of people walk into a space like this and it's too overwhelming. They think, where am I going to start? And they do what I call flitting. They'll go, right, they'll pick up something over here, look at it, and then they'll get distracted, and then they'll go over to the other side, and you just end up moving stuff around, as you know. So just pick up one thing at a time, very quickly see, do I want this? Do I love this? And think, if I'm not sure, it goes.
Well, this is the most important room that I need to declutter.
Okay. Are you very attached to your clothes? Is that one of the items, the things that you find difficult to let go of?
Correct. My clothes are very attached to me.
Maybe pick out 3 or 4 of the very favourite things and then say, I'll cut my losses with the rest.
I'm quite serious now about getting rid of things. I think it really started my hoarding was during the separation of my ex. Emotionally, it was a turmoil all over me. So the only way to help me during that time was to go out and buy things. My possessions became me, really me. Even getting rid of the little things, I found it so difficult.
A lot of triggers for hoarding, like your marriage broke down, or if somebody gets ill or there's a bereavement. But unfortunately, with everything, in order to heal, as I'm sure you're aware, you have to acknowledge the pain. You have to go through that. You can't divert around it.
I'm still going through this journey. But now that I have love and Jim is in my life, I think I can conquer anything else that comes my way.
This is a new chapter in your life, isn't it?
Right,
so
right.
Out with the clothes, in with a new husband.
Yes, correct.
I have a few reservations. Obviously, she's at a good stage in her life. Everything's very exciting. She's about to get married, so things are good. But she still has to be careful and watch that it doesn't creep up on her again.
The big plan now is to declutter this room so that Jim can put together the new bed that I just ordered. Whoa. Jim?
Yep.
Empty box is not all can go in the trash later.
Just stick them outside for me.
Coming up,
The quickest way to get rid of cobwebs.
deep cleaning tips from Kaz and T.
Don't wet it. It'll just make it worse.
There you go, Jim.
And will Kim Sim's wedding night go with a bang?
Oh, that's not good.
70-year-old Arthur lives with a jumbled hoard of shredded newspaper and knickknacks that he's refused to get rid of, even when it's meant that family and friends won't visit.
Do we need the front cover of Hello, do you think?
No.
I rather like Megan. Bloody hell, Jerry Halliwell, It's Raining Men. I need that. That's a television area.
Stop. But I need you to work with us here.
Okay.
Because fun and joke aside, this is going to take weeks and weeks.
Arthur.
That nearly went to the garage.
I find with hoardism, people cocoon themselves with their hoard, and it's a comfort. And we're ripping that comfort away from that person. Really and truly, it's something we would throw away, but we can't do that to him because he's not ready. He's not ready.
I had a little rummage, you know me. And I found this. This is audio tape.
Which is no use to anyone.
It is to me, you see.
For Arthur, his hoard represents precious memories that he doesn't want to lose.
And I need that sort of thing kept.
Okay, so you're going to keep it and do
Anything
what
that looks like an audio tape.
What are you going to do?
Even a pulled and tatty audio tape.
You want it kept.
It's supposed to be kept. I appreciate it may seem difficult to them. They have been, some of them, partly damaged. And any further shoveling with a shovel will completely wreck them. And these tapes, irreplaceable voice letters, my parents' voices. You rip through the papers and you tear up the past.
It's a tape.
It is.
Broken tape.
It may be broke, but it's still got the messages.
No, hold on.
Losing my mother at the time I did, I was about 25, I think. We had a phone call from Dad. Come home, Mum's not well, and she wasn't, and was dead within about a fortnight. Had cancer. Living in an unhygienic mess is not my style. But the passing of my parents were probably stages on the way, if you see, to the present condition.
I know you want to get the job done, and he's like, oh, I'm going to kind of slow things down. But having said that, he's quite amicable to a certain extent. So I'm going to work with that, if that makes sense.
You know, it's a good cop, bad cop situation.
I know.
Yeah? And I'm always the bad cop.
I know. As we're here now.
Oh, well, yes.
Kaz decides to take a different approach and work with Arthur on the kitchen.
It's a bloody good
I'll tell you what, can I start with this?
Yes.
Yeah?
Now, see, there are far too many plastic bags down there. Oh, my gloves, look at those. Oh, Shakespeare, I wonder where he was. Yeah, but look at that. I found my house keys at last.
Having finally gained Arthur's trust, they begin to make progress.
A bit of carpet down there, I say. I haven't seen that carpet for ages. I'm doing a grand job here. Yeah. I could almost burst into song. Oh, God. No. Letting anybody into your hoard is a risky business, and there were a few matters I had to discuss, and I think they paid attention, and consequently, all sorts of things I might have lost have fortunately been saved, and other things that I should have lost a long time ago have in fact now been consigned to the tip, as it were.
It's clear this is too big a job for one day. Hopefully, Arthur can hang on to his newfound enthusiasm overnight.
We'll be back tomorrow.
Right, Mum.
And we've left you a little bit of washing up to do.
Thanks.
You're more than welcome. Bye, Arthur. Tomorrow. I'm just hoping we come back tomorrow and the house is still looking decent, especially the kitchen.
I don't think it will be, you know.
Now Mandy knows that there's a potential £30,000 piled up in her home. She's decided it really is time to sort through her clothes.
Thought we'd start with this room.
Her friend Mel has agreed to help, but it's not going to be easy.
You know, I can remember when we bought that.
Yeah.
It's quite hard, but...
Yeah.
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 No, that's going to go.
By their very nature, hoarders don't find it easy to part with possessions.
Oh, that is... I want to keep the kimono jacket.
Yes?
Yeah. I do
Really?
want to keep... Yeah, I do want to keep that. You know how I love pink suede. I'm not going to be able to get rid of that.
Are you sure? How many bags have you got?
I'm not going to be able to get rid of the pink suede.
Mandy is serious about turning it into a business, but I think maybe is underestimating the work that would take.
I can't just get that pile, Mel, and just pick it up and put it in. I know people would say, just lift it up and stick it straight into a bag and just get rid of it.
It's like ripping off a bandage. There's going to be some pain involved in moving on. I'm thinking of like time-wise.
I know.
We've got, you know, just that small pile in the kind of ocean of everything.
I think it's like a crisis point for me. Once the Pandora's box is open, you can't really go back, and you've got to do what you'll say that you're going to do. That one I'm going to keep.
Go, Jip. You okay?
In Croydon, Kim Sim is racing to get the clutter out of her home before husband-to-be, Jim, moves in.
It is going to be one big job. Darling, can you just hold that for me?
Okay.
Hold it, don't drop it or anything. Just
Okay.
The main task is to clear the bedroom.
So these are for tops, trousers, shirts. I need a system because without the system, I'll get all messed up again.
I'm getting too old for this.
Come on. As a hoarder, you definitely need support. You need support from friends, children, people around you. You just need to have honest people to tell you.
That's going back, Sergeant Pepper's.
It's my favourite. No way will that go.
Right. Come round to me. Okay.
Oh, this is wonderful. We can watch TV.
Yeah.
I'll clear that bit and then we put our TV up there.
Good.
Yeah?
Very successful, yeah.
Indeed, darling. Very successful.
Happy?
Yes, I'm so happy. Oh, careful. Oh, that's not good.
I don't know.
After leaving Arthur alone in his flat overnight, cleaners Kaz and T are returning to finish the job.
Hold on. The handprint on the wall.
Yeah.
There's a heart around it now.
I know.
That wasn't
No.
there yesterday.
No. Because he wants it protected.
What's that about?
That's his daughter's handprint. We'll wash around that.
Society seems to think that I have a problem and that they want to change me. Anyone got a right? I don't want to be changed, helped possibly, but not changed.
Careful. Ooh, I see a peppermint. Oh, excuse me.
Don't you
I like those.
think about eating that peppermint.
What if I put it in? Oh.
No.
No. Got it.
With one final push needed to finish the clean-up,
Arthur!
neighbour Helen offers to help.
Arthur! I can see your floor.
Oh, man. Have a minute.
Arthur? You hear me?
Ah, yes, I can hear you now.
Right, the clothes that have come out of the bathroom I'm going to put straight in a bin bag.
This is a bin bag for the tip.
Yes.
Together, they're going to tackle the bedroom. And Helen is taking no prisoners.
Here we go, in the bin. Thank you.
Oh, this is to get the fleas out of my dog.
Bin.
Bin it.
Oh, my goodness. Rinse it out.
Stick in the bin.
Oh, the bin.
Come on. Thank you.
Helen needs to join the extreme team. We'd welcome Helen.
She's ruthless.
She's on point.
Like the colour?
Nice colour, yes.
Mandy has managed to make some space in her spare bedroom.
The nicest thing is, I have a little bit of room here. Not a lot, but certainly room that I didn't have yesterday, which is feeling really positive.
But she now faces a much bigger challenge.
Hello.
She's chosen some clothes to sell online. But is she ready to take the plunge?
I've got some bags already ready. Is that okay?
Sounds like a plan.
Great.
Her friend Abby has offered support.
Shall I put that down as 25?
First up, they have to decide how much to charge.
That's pretty, isn't it? I'll probably put that up at 15.
If she can sell at these prices, then this rail alone could fetch up to £200.
Plain one, so I'll just put 5 on that one.
But Mandy's desire to hang on to her treasure trove is as strong as ever.
I'm quite nervous. I've never done it before. That'll look quite nice against the... It's definitely work in progress at the moment. It's almost like the snowball is rolling and, you know, there is no stop. And that's a little bit scary. I might have to just put that to one side. One item is not too bad, is it? I don't want to set myself up to fail. You know, so you have to start with little steps and it will get easier. So I'm going to put these 2 back. I'm not sure I wanted to part with those straight away. Back in a minute. All right, won't be long.
Coming up, is it finally time for tea and cake at Arthur's?
Have a slice if you want.
And can Mandy face her demons and put her first dress up for sale online?
Okay, next.
Next. Yeah, share.
After 2 days of sorting, bagging and storing, Arthur's flat is finally ready for its deep clean.
Quickest way to get rid of cobwebs.
Where do you expect my spiders to live now?
You're not complaining about us getting rid of the cobwebs.
Of course not.
No, he is not, are you, Arthur?
Never crossed my mind.
Full of grease like this. Don't wet it, because it'll just make it worse. Just take off the grease.
This will be handy. You never guess what this is. The professionals wear these. It's called a...
Apron.
Although he's a hoarder, Arthur has professional experience of cleaning.
I found myself out of work and had to get a job. This happened to be a cleaning job with London Transport, cleaning the London Underground.
Is that you?
That's me, yes. You'd go in at about 11 p.m, a messy railway station like the Bank or wherever, and by 7 a.m, it had to be spotless. But God knows when that was taken. How about the tie? Have you noticed?
Look, that's Arthur.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Dishy, was I? I don't know.
You dishy.
Oh, right, yeah. Pity we didn't meet then.
Next time I come here, I want to see you in that, doing a bit of cleaning, keeping on top of what's been happening. I can't wait to be here later and see what the whole place is going to look like, and I think he's going to be overwhelmed.
Even Dad's smiling.
I might sit down and have a cup of tea with him, so we'll see which kettle he decides to boil it in.
That's a good one to start with.
Mandy is determined to try and turn her hoard into cash by selling some of her vintage outfits.
What's it look like against that? Does it look okay? First photograph.
It's the start of it all.
Isn't it?
That's great.
Yeah.
Good feeling.
It feels good.
With Abby's help, she's doing a trial run and posting her first dress online.
The first one will be epic. I'm very excited. Oh, maybe I should just keep it?
No.
You knew what I was going to say. Maybe. No, you're right. I've been feeling nervous and anxious, but I feel really positive about the future now. Shall I put my first post up onto Instagram? So I've got the photograph there.
Yeah, let's click next.
Next. And
So yeah, share it. And there it is.
Oh my goodness. I did it. Oh, thank you. It's quite emotional. I like that.
It's a modest start to the £30,000 potential piled up in Mandy's hoard.
I'm moving forward and things are starting to become organised in my life.
I'm feeling very brave. Just a bit nervous now, so I've done it once. I've got to be able to do it again.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Many times more.
Many times more. There's a lot of dresses to go. Look at the change.
Kim Sim is also beginning a new chapter in her life. Today, she's marrying Jim.
I worked till nearly 4 o'clock in the morning because I was very determined to get this place. Looks better. I do not want to live like that again.
Do you, James, freely enter into the union of marriage with Kim's son?
I do.
I'm excited about getting married to this wonderful man, to spend my life with him.
Happy to announce that you are now husband and wife.
Today is the first day of a new life for both of us.
I have come a long way in terms of my hoarding, but now I'd like to move on to a better, less cluttered life. Yes, let's go!
For almost 20 years, Arthur's home has been buried in newspaper and jumble.
When I came, I couldn't walk into his front room. I hope we've done enough to show him that people don't believe how he found his place.
I used to feel embarrassed, I suppose, but then I got over that. Now I almost feel proud.
Where once the oven was caked in grime, now there's almost shine. The bed that was buried alive is somewhere for Arthur to sleep again. And the lounge that was a fire hazard is safe to live in once more. And a newly decluttered Arthur has planned a surprise.
I know you keep asking me how I feel. I'm not very good at that sort of thing. So I thought I'd show you how I feel. Thank you for all your work.
Let's have a look.
Have a slice if you want.
Thank you for
It should be all right. I didn't make it, you see. never tell
That was totally unexpected, his reaction, because you can see that he's a joker. So for him to become emotional, that's really touched me.
You're crying.
I know. I'm a sentimental old fool. There we go.
We're definitely going to come back in 6 months' time, see how he's getting on.
I have a feeling in my water that the future's looking bright.
Next time, clearing a hoard gets serious.
There's some white particles, the white dot in the window.
Okay.
Tempers start to fray.
No, these aren't to go. I did say that. Not the suitcases.
Nigel, what's all this?
And you might want to hold your nose.
Little madam, she tends to piddle in this corner.
I can smell it, look, you.
No, because I've got no sense of smell.
Great Yarmouth, Norfolk. 48-year-old Esther lives in this 2-bedroomed flat that is packed to the rafters with clutter.
Unfortunately, this has become a dumping ground.
It's got so bad, Esther is under threat of losing her home.
They have given me conditions, so I don't have my home repossessed.
She's been given an ultimatum. Clear the hoard now or be evicted.
I've hoarded before, but not to this extent. But death triggered it. So when my dad died, that was 2004, I kept things I should have thrown away. And then when I lost my brother in 2015, I started again thinking I might need this, in future I might need this. This is to me rock bottom, basically. Well, it affects me physically, socially, and mentally. Mentally, I think is the worst. And I've had enough of it. I've just had enough of it.
The threat of eviction has given Esther a wake-up call.
That's when I realized that I need to get help. And I accepted that I'm a hoarder.
She has no choice. It's clear up or clear out.
The anxiety would be having people in the house and obviously going through my things. I don't know how I'm gonna feel.
But with her home at risk, she's about to find out. She sent an SOS to extreme cleaners Kaz and T.
The majority of our clients are on a notice to seek eviction, and we try to get there before action actually takes place.
We don't want her to lose her home.
No.
So
nobody deserves to lose their home.
Today, they've got an extra pair of hands. Stefan.
Hi, Esther.
Hello.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank
Lovely
you.
to see you.
Come in.
Let's squeeze through. Okay, watch your step. The stairs are hazard. You know, you're climbing down the stairs at the side.
So basically, we've got 3 days to clear everything out.
A lot of things have got to go today because the clock is ticking and we need to get it sorted because we don't want you to get into any trouble. So a lot of things are going to go and they're going to go quickly. Okay. So hopefully you can keep up with the pace that we're working at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay?
All right then.
While Esther braces herself for a major transformation, on Merseyside, there's a hoarder who had his home decluttered 8 years ago. But you wouldn't know that now. 64-year-old Nigel shares his 3-bedroom flat with 7 sewing machines, yards of fabric, and his cat, Bindi.
I have many hobbies: sewing, machine knitting, crochet, hand knitting, quilting, patchwork. I use 1 bedroom for my knitting room, 1 bedroom as a sewing room. We have the lounge, the bedroom, the kitchen And the bathroom, things have sort of spread a bit. I try to explain to people who don't have the hoarding disorder how things are and how your mind goes, how your emotions go, but they just don't seem to understand it.
Nigel started hoarding when his partner Sid passed away in 2002. He got help in 2011 when his home was cleared by cleaning experts, the Declutter Divas. But since then, he has gone back to his hoarding ways.
I tried not to get into this situation again, but I think losing Sid was one of the major things that happened that sort of took me a long time to come to terms with. I think that would probably just tip me over the top.
Many hoarders are reluctant to find help because they feel ashamed, humiliated, or guilty.
It can be embarrassing, so there's nobody really been in the flat for a few years now.
But being one of over 1 million recognised hoarders in the UK does give Nigel some comfort.
There are other hoarders out there that are in the same situation as me. It would be good to maybe have contact with some of them at some point.
Coming up, we meet a hoarder who's not giving anything away.
No, these aren't to go.
Nigel gets a wake-up call.
Now is the time to act before we are digging you out of this in 5-10 years' time.
And T uncovers more than she bargained for.
There's some white dust in the room. Oh my God.
In Great Yarmouth, Esther is suffering from pre-declutter nerves.
It's not sentimental to them, but for me it's a catch-22. I think I have to let them make some decisions.
But extreme cleaners Kaz and T have just 3 days to save Esther from eviction.
Apparently, Esther's lost some keys in here somewhere, so I'm just trying to find them. So I've got to be careful how I pick the stuff up and how I throw it away, because I could be throwing away the keys and that's the last thing we want.
And it's not just the flat that needs decluttering.
Don't ride off anywhere, will ya?
Yeah, try my best not to.
You found them?
Brits are the biggest hoarders in Europe. The NHS estimates up to 2% of us have a hoarding disorder. So Esther and Nigel are not alone. And in Liverpool is 65-year-old Janice.
I don't really have any hobbies. Only going out and buying clothes. I go out and I buy clothes and then I come back and I try them on. It fills my day.
It's not just her day it fills. It also fills her 3-bed semi-detached. Hoarders are often blind to the clutter around them.
I didn't notice it. All the stuff, piles of it.
It was a visit from a stranger that opened Janice's eyes to how she was living.
It was only recently when I applied for a boiler that the lady said, oh no, we can't do anything. You have to get rid of all this stuff. It wasn't until then I realised there's quite a bit of stuff here. It was quite an eye-opener when I realised what I'd done. The hoarding started pure out of loneliness. When you go out, you always end up talking to someone. The only problem is you're buying stuff, so you're bringing that home.
And now Janice is ready to change her ways.
I've got to get rid of it. I've got to get rid of it.
The vast majority of hoarders live in denial and never see their hoard through someone else's eyes. But today, Janice is visiting Nigel. Could this be a breakthrough moment for one or both?
I was hoping to get some tips on maybe not doing it again. You know, me would help, wouldn't it?
Feeling a bit apprehensive because nobody really visits the flat. I don't invite people in. Hopefully, because she is a hoarder herself, she will understand more the situation. Hello.
It's a real eye-opener for Janice.
I don't know what to say, honestly. Do you need so many sewing machines?
Yeah.
Do you think people understand hoarders?
No, most of the people just think you're lazy, dirty, can't be bothered.
Do you think that?
Yes, I've had it previously.
Oh, have you?
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, people just don't get it. This is the kitchen, not the tidiest.
It frightens me a bit that if it hadn't have been for a broken boiler, I could have gone further, you know, and just...
I think it's quite good to talk to other hoarders because you don't really get the chance.
No, you don't.
And you can't really talk to other people.
It's someone who understands.
Exactly.
Because they're in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's now got to stop and I've got to get back to back to how I want it, basically.
Yeah. It will make an awful lot of difference to your life as well as,
yes.
You know, you would be able to invite people in.
You're probably one of the first one that's been in here for a long, long time.
Yes.
But I'm hoping that will change.
Yes, it is actually.
It was nice to chat with another hoarder and pick up their thoughts on my hoard and little suggestions about what might help. It was good to talk to somebody else who understands.
There's too much stuff and it was smelly and I couldn't breathe. I was quite shocked that you could put so much in one tiny space, whereas I have a house. It's food for thought.
In Norfolk, Kaz and T are battling against time.
Put the stuff in there. We'll go for it quickly, then I can get on with the clean, you see. Brilliant. That's it. Keep going, keep going.
Esther is facing eviction if her hoard isn't cleared.
Once the kitchen is done, you'll be able to cook again. I love invite people over for dinner.
Yes.
You like hosting?
Yeah, I do. I'm a social person. I like cooking for people. I like having people around. And I've been hiding for a very long time.
What's the last time you've actually socialised properly in your home?
I can't remember. It's embarrassing. I come from a culture where you're proud of where you live. I don't let people in. I don't want them to see me living like this.
It's a very African thing to eat together.
It means something, doesn't it?
Yeah, because I mean, even with West Indians, we always say a family that eats together stays together.
As a Kenyan, we tend to be very house proud. So you actually wear slippers to the house, you don't take shoes in. When I leave the house, I'm dressed nicely or whatever. So I have one side of me, which people see, then the other side, which I hide.
Esther's been really brave because in the black community and within black culture, there's no such thing as hoarding. There is, but there isn't. And for her to make it known and seek help, that to me is the way forward. Your home reflects how you feel.
Yeah.
But what you've done is you've enclosed your world in your home.
I know. It's protecting yourself, but it's also pushing away people. And I think because of the losses I've had, maybe I don't want people around because I don't want to lose anybody. Now I'm opening up.
You've cocooned yourself with your
protection.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I know it's really difficult to let go, and as much as we laugh and joke, I know it's a very serious journey for you. And I'm really proud of you.
Thank you.
You know what I'm saying
Yeah,
to you?
thank
You know
you
what
so
I mean?
much. Yeah.
I'm really, really proud of you.
Just as they're starting to make a breakthrough,
What is that?
T makes a discovery that could derail everything.
There's some white particles, the white dust in the room. Oh my God.
T's saying that there's a white dust and stuff like that, so she's got the mask and everything.
Window can't open.
The thing is, there is asbestos in the property, but it shouldn't be live. It shouldn't be, it's in the ceiling. So that's a concern now.
If it is asbestos,
No.
the work will have to stop and Esther could lose her home.
That's washing powder.
No panic.
It's just washing powder.
Back in Liverpool, Janice has decided enough is enough and she's started to clear her hoard.
I don't know where I found the strength from to get rid of the stuff, but I knew that I had to, just for my own well-being.
After seeing Nigel's flat, she's determined not to suffer the same fate.
I felt that I had to clear it myself.
And now it's time for the return visit as Nigel heads into Liverpool.
Hiya.
Janice shows Nigel her clearing is still far from over.
Come out here and I'll show you in here. This I haven't done yet.
Yeah, you got quite a lot to go through like I had.
Yes. It's a lot, but I'll get it done in the end.
It's good you're managing to tackle it. I know it takes time.
Yes,
Maybe just sort one box or one bag at a time and go through it.
Yeah, but if you do it that way, it takes too long. I just want to get rid of it.
Yeah,
you know, I just want it gone now.
Yeah.
The kitchen was like yours. It was completely full.
Yes.
And you couldn't see the worktops. It's a lot less than it was. It was completely full. I'll show you upstairs. This is my bedroom.
Quite a lot of clothes to go through.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I've done it all myself, and I'm quite pleased that it's all going to go.
Although they are united as hoarders, Janice and Nigel don't agree on the causes of hoarding.
This is a mental health issue. It was made a mental health issue a few years ago.
I don't agree. I think it's more loneliness than anything.
Well, I can't say I'm lonely really because I'm out 3-4 days a week. But this is the different ways it affects people and how people feel.
Yes, it will do.
Well, it's been lovely to come over and meet you and see how you're progressing. And I think really you've done well to get all this organised and sorted. Just keep up the good work.
I will.
Good.
I'm determined. Very nice to see. Felt very uncomfortable having Nigel in the house. I felt really embarrassed to show someone else my hoard.
Janice may have started the clearance, but she's going to need help to finish it. So she's invited the boys round.
My name's George. Today we've come to see Jan. She's got herself in a bit of a rut and we're here to help her. What we're hoping to achieve today is to get her back to normal, where she can invite her friends around and be proud of her home, basically.
Hello, George.
Hello, Jan. How are you?
Come in. I want all this to go.
Yeah, hoarders come in all different shapes and sizes. It doesn't matter what you are, who you are, where you're from, what age you are. You can speak to someone who was a hoarder and you wouldn't even know.
And in here, I don't know, it's all a mess. I don't know which bit.
Well, that's what we're here for. I mean, we're going to help you. We're just going to be your arms and legs and eyes, you know. It won't be, don't stress yourself, you know. With a hoarder, they've got an emotional attachment to every item. Don't throw that away. I want to keep that. You can identify what you want us to take and what you want to keep, and then we'll get rid of the items that you don't want.
Okay.
And then we'll tidy up.
All
in
right,
here.
that'll be fine.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be that easy.
Clearing with somebody terrifies me. I feel like I'm going to be rushed, and then I'm going to let something go that I did want to keep. I see. It's going to be hard, this bit.
Work begins, but it's not long before Janice spots an unscheduled departure.
No, these aren't to go. I did say that. These are not to go.
Oh, the suitcases.
I told you not to take the suit. Where's the other suitcase?
It's there, look. Yeah.
I've already bagged everything up that's ready to go. Not the suitcases.
Just 6 miles away in Wallasey, Nigel has got previous as a hoarder. In 2011, his home was cleared, but since then, he's gone back to his hoarding ways.
I think sometimes when you're hoarding, you don't always see what you've got around you. You tend to blank it out. It is very complicated because your mind works so differently than other people, but they don't understand the emotions, what goes off in your head, how you feel, how things make you feel.
So today, help is at hand. Psychologist and hoarding expert Claire Darhill is paying a visit to help him on the road to recovery.
The problem is always up here for the way the hoarder thinks. So people think, oh, we'll clear the house and that'll be fine and it'll get rid of the problem. But the problem is the hoarder's faulty thoughts and feelings about their possessions. Hiya, Nigel.
Hiya.
I'm Claire.
Come in.
Yeah, thank you. How long has this taken to reach this level?
I would say it's got this bad over the last 12 months.
Okay.
So a lot of it is things that I'm in the middle of doing, things that I keep saying I must get around to finishing off. But then instead of finishing one, then I wanted to start another one and then another one and so on and so on.
Maybe you're distracting yourself a lot of the time. The way that you really feel, we're keeping busy. I see your body's feeling uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Because we're coming to the root of something that makes you feel uncomfortable, that you don't want to talk about, you don't want to think about. So tell me about the bereavement.
I lost my partner through cancer. It was quite quick in a way. There wasn't a lot of time to think really about what was happening. It was just a case of, you just got to do what you can do and that's it. So that was quite traumatic.
What would he think if he saw this?
He would be horrified, really, because we were both very house proud.
What happened with so many hoarders is that process, that digestion has stopped. It's not a favoured thing, so we'll do other things instead. We'll collect, we'll accumulate, we'll keep busy, rather than have the time to sit and think about the bereavement, the depression, the illness. And so what you've done here, you've blocked all of that up perfectly. You've gone back to a coping mechanism. So a little bit like if somebody had a drug or an alcohol problem, when things came to crunch time in their life, they will often slip back. And that's, in effect, where you are right now.
Yeah, I suppose I realise it's becoming bad, but I don't know, I just think, well, it's not as bad as it was. I think it's just, I've got my hobbies and they've just sort of got a bit out of hand.
You need to accept how bad this has become. This is not just a little bit of gotten behind. This is, we've relapsed. OK, that's fine. But now is the time to act before we are digging you out of this in 5, 10 years' time. I think it's like many hoarders, Nigel's got a lot of issues around undigested grief. A lot of the regulation has gone from his life with the loss of his partner. And I think that's been huge, and I don't really think Nigel's accepted the gravity of that and the impact it's had on him and his behaviour. Nigel and I have talked today about the things that he can do that would be helpful for him. Some coping strategies, just spending 10 minutes a day, sitting with his thoughts, maybe allowing himself to process some of the grief and the loss that he has experienced, rather than just this keep him busy mentality that he seems to have that's just adding to his hoarding problems.
Coming up, Kaz unveils her secret weapon.
It's actually a garden hoe.
And Nigel welcomes some old friends. In Liverpool, work is underway, but Janice is struggling to let go.
So what are we doing in here?
I want to keep everything.
Do you?
Yes.
For many hoarders, their possessions are almost part of them.
A lot of people who hoard do not want to engage. There's always something in the back of the mind which goes, no, I'll keep this, I'll keep that, I'll keep that. It's a stressful job for both them, the hoarder, the family of the hoarder, the neighbours of the hoarder, and the people who are clearing the hoard. What is the hardest part about it?
I know I got to get rid of it,
Mm-hmm.
and I want to get rid of it.
Yeah.
But when I get to the
Getting rid of it part, it falls to bits. Okay.
I fall to pieces.
How I think you should deal with it, right, is anything which is rubbish, which has got no use to you, no use to anyone, get rid of it. Okay, like this here, for instance.
No.
But I mean,
I
look,
want to fix it.
do you
I
really?
can't buy it again.
Do you really? What is it?
It's a table.
Yeah, but I mean, it's. Are you going to fix it?
Yes.
How are you going to? I couldn't fix that. Do you know what I mean? You can buy something similar.
No, you can't.
You can.
I've not seen any.
I've seen them.
In that colour.
Maybe not in that colour. I mean, do you really, really want it? Don't think about it.
No, I don't want to.
You know, it's that little thing on your shoulder saying,
Yeah.
keep it, keep it, keep it. 1-0 George.
I knew I had some of those. I can't make my mind up over that. I'll leave it here for now.
You want to get rid of the rubbish, basically.
Oh, I need the address.
Oh dear.
I've got my dirty washing in here as well. I've been looking for that everywhere. It's an error. Yeah, I've got loads of them. I had 2.
Yeah.
And because I couldn't get to them, I went out and bought another one.
Yeah.
If Janice is to conquer her hoarding, she's going to have to learn to let go.
That's rubbish, that Jan. Nothing in there at all.
Why am I keeping this? Why?
That's what I mean.
Weird,
you see.
isn't it?
You know, if you're thinking on the lines that you are, if you're identifying this in here and asking me, why are you keeping that? That now is an achievement in itself.
Yes.
Because you can see what I can see, what everyone else can see.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Thank you.
No problem. You are now cured.
Across the Mersey in Wallasey, and with a new sense of determination, Nigel has raised the alarm. And specialist cleaners, the Declutter Divas, are back for a second time to help him with his hoarding ways.
Sort of feeling quite excited about seeing the Divas, but a bit apprehensive as well.
I'm really interested to see how extreme it is. Obviously, because we're back, I feel that it's obviously going to be quite a lot to do.
We will have a chat to Nigel and see where he is, see where it went wrong, and see how we can go forward.
I hope you're going to be firm today. Second time round now, we've got to play hardball with him.
As you know, I'm the softer one out of the 2.
No, you need to firm up.
Coming in.
We certainly are. Come on then. Wow. I can smell it. Can you, Ali?
I've got a little problem with little madam. She tends to piddle in this corner.
I can smell it a little
Yeah.
bit. Can you? The ammonia.
Well, no, because I've got no sense of smell.
It's chaos. It's chaos at the moment.
Yeah.
You've got one tiny area to sit. You don't like it like this, do you? Really?
Yeah, I love it.
No, you don't. Why are we here? You don't, do you?
No, I don't.
How many knitting machines you got, darling?
2, 3, 4, probably 5 plus the 2 in there.
It seems an awful lot of machines. You need them all.
Yes.
No, I'm just checking.
It's a tall order, and there's no time to spare.
Right, plan of action this morning is the hall and the lounge.
It's a shame, but unfortunately, because of the things that have happened to Nigel, that is what's caused it all.
I think what we have to understand is when traumas happen and episodes, losses, whatever, you know, we don't all act the same. We're all affected by this differently. Some of us are able to pick ourselves up. Sometimes health comes an issue. I'm pleased we're coming back, but I do feel this time I've got to be a little bit firmer, and I want him to really work. And I think he knows we really mean business, and I really want to give him back his home.
They have 2 days to clean, clear, and declutter the flat. Esther's kitchen is cleared, and now it needs Kaz's secret weapon.
It's actually a garden hoe. You can get anything up. This won't just take a mop. It's too embedded. Yes, it's all about the garden hoe right now. Love it. I love me a garden hoe, I do.
The pots and pans have been removed from the bath, but there's still leftovers to deal with.
What's that? Rice. It was rice in there. That's probably what's blocking. Look hard.
Meanwhile, in Wallasey, Nigel is preparing himself for the clearance.
It's quite a good feeling knowing that I'm starting to get rid of the things that have been causing me problems.
Perfect. Come on, Nigel. So we're going to try and put these things into order. So you need to identify things that you know that can go, whether it's to charity, whether it's to your knitting ladies, whatever. But
right.
So in here, in this box here, start to declutter those bits for me, just so I can see what's worth keeping. You're not listening to me now, are you?
Yes, I am.
You switched off.
I know what I'm doing. Sometimes it can be a bit overfacing if you're trying to do too much at one time. So.
Am I going too fast for you, Nigel?
No, I'm all right now.
You need to just sit down now.
I need to sit down, yeah.
Okay, got it?
Yeah. There's no point in carrying on when someone's starting to feel jaded and overwhelmed, so that'll be the key, watching him.
I can be very stubborn at times. If somebody pushes and pushes and pushes, I will just dig my heels in and just won't get anywhere. Not going there yet.
It's right,
You got it?
Yeah.
It's coming to the end of the first day.
I think Nigel's worked really hard today.
You have? Really?
Considering how much stuff is in here and how long we've been engaged today, I think you've done well.
Yeah.
And you're still smiling.
Still smiling up to now, yeah.
He's been more focused, more committed than I expected.
We've tried to concentrate on getting the rubbish out today, the things that he really doesn't need.
He has got to lose a lot of stuff tomorrow.
In Liverpool, George and his team have worked tirelessly for 2 days to clear Janice's hoard. But it's still a work in progress.
We're nowhere near finished. I mean, I'm happy with the last few days, how we've got on. It's going to get easier from now.
But they have rediscovered parts of Janice's home that she's not seen for years. Where once there was a wall of clutter, she now has somewhere to sit and enjoy her garden.
Jan, right, we are finished.
And she no longer shares her bedroom with tons of clothes.
Oh, great.
what you want to try and do is not bring anything else in here.
No.
Try and keep it like this. So when was the last time you seen it like this?
Oh, it must be at least 10 years.
10?
Yeah. Oh, it's fantastic. It certainly makes a difference. I'm never going to put anything else in here because it's just so pleasant and it's so nice.
That's what I mean.
This bit here
Yeah.
spurs me on to do that.
Yeah.
To do all that.
So this isn't goodbye, it's just au revoir.
Until next time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll speak to you soon. It means a lot to get the conservatory back. And now I can look out and see the garden and watch the birds. It just makes me feel better within myself. I don't feel as lonely now.
In Wallasey, it's the last day of Nigel's clearance, and there's still lots for the divas to do. But there's something blocking their progress.
Now we're going to start this room, which, as you can see, it's a huge challenge. So here goes.
This is the one that you're going to go through. Here's your shredding bag
Yeah.
for anything that's confidential.
So this is my homework while the girls start emptying the other room.
When we're working in a confined space, it just makes everything so much more difficult. A lot of people have the hobbies. They spend their time collecting everything. And unfortunately, the one thing they really want to do, they can't get to do because the actual hoist stops them enjoying what they really need to enjoy. That's the shame of it. We've got a hell of a lot to get through.
But before anything can be thrown away, Nigel has to give the go-ahead.
Kate?
Yeah. Bin.
Bin, that one.
Yeah. Go in.
Charity?
Yeah. Yeah, they can all... No, the cream, I know I've got a blanket part done. It's the cream and that need to be kept.
We have to get the space to bring all this stuff in to make sure we can categorise it and make sure he's keeping the right stuff, and then he can actually enjoy what he's got.
So we have our first full bag of donation wool.
Fantastic, Nigel!
But as fast as Zoe is making space, Nigel wants to fill it.
I can actually now, hopefully, bring one of the machines back out the bedroom into here.
What, big machine?
Yeah.
Well, where are you going to put it? An hour to finish off what we're doing. Which is still quite a lot of stuff to get through. It's never fast work when you're working with people like Nigel, and you can only declutter so much because that's as much as you're going to get away with before they would get really distressed with you. Right, let's finish these last bits, Nigel.
Right.
We've got all of a little time left.
Coming up, Esther reveals her tricks of the trade.
There's a house at the corner there. They just left all this stuff at the back. So I took it.
And it all ends in tears for Nigel.
Oh, please don't cry.
It's all right.
In Great Yarmouth, Esther is under threat of eviction. So if she wants to keep her home, her daily routine is going to have to change.
I collect almost everything, basically. So this is where I take my walk. And sometimes during my walk, I see some good things. People put stuff in the alleyway, hoping someone will find it, to be honest. It can be anything. Obviously, you don't take something broken, but I found bags, balls, sometimes furniture. But I don't take electrical stuff, because I don't know if it's gonna work. Like there's a house at the corner there. They just left all this stuff at the back with the gate open. So I took what I need. It has to be specific use and useful. And especially if it's something you need, it's brilliant. I think it's an adrenaline rush. I think the finding stuff, it's like maybe if someone goes fishing, they're excited about a big fish. So I think I get excited that I got something I can use. That you know you can't take. But someone who does computering and maybe they need that for spares, that it's been removed, some people will take that. I don't know what it's there for, but there's something. It's not just alleyways. People will write free. Like my mirror, it was one of my neighbors, but they'll put free ticket. And like here, I know the lady, she moved out, so she left a step there, a bicycle and stuff, a little ladder, says free to take. So I took it.
Over in Wallasey, the decluttered divas are making plans for Nigel.
Some of these items in here he hasn't seen for many years. So he's going to play a bit of a game with himself, saying it's going to be saying to him, oh, come to me, I want it, because his passion is the craft. But he's also got to actually really be honest with himself and say, am I really liking it that now? Am I going to do that? Am I going to achieve that now? Before I thought I could, but now I know it's not reasonable. So he has to let go.
Zoe and Alison have finally finished cleaning and reorganising Nigel's flat.
Well, Nigel. Well done, Nigel. I think you've worked really hard, haven't you? Oh, please don't cry.
It's all right. When there's somebody there, it gives you the motivation to do it. Whereas if you're on your own...
And that is it.
It's
a lot
key.
of people just need that helping hand.
Yeah.
Because it is difficult to do it on your own.
Those tears now are tears of happiness, so
Yeah.
that's good for you.
You take care, Nigel. See you
bless
later.
you. Come here, give us a hug. Oh, bless you. Take care, Nigel.
Yeah. All the best.
All right.
Look after yourself.
Yeah. Bye.
I didn't actually expect him to have tears, but it was tears of joy. It is difficult for him, but I think this time he's actually got it.
It looks great in here. The difference is amazing. Got all the space back. Having everything tidy, clean will make a big difference because it will make it a lot easier for me to get around the flat, to do the things I want to do, maybe have visitors back in. It is going to make a big difference. Yeah.
After 3 gruelling days' work, have Kaz and T done enough to save Esther from eviction?
Essie?
Yes?
We're finished now. Come on up.
Okay.
After you, my darling.
Oh, thank you so much.
What do you think?
I think it's awesome.
What looked like landfill is now somewhere to sleep.
This is your new living room?
Oh, what was again? Awesome. You know, I wasn't spending a lot of time in here. But now I'll be happy to spend time in here.
And there is a kitchen.
So at least it's clear now. There's nothing on the floor. Oh, wow.
It's so bright.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really bright, honestly.
So, Essie, how you feeling now you've seen all your place and...
I could actually cry. I'm not kidding.
Don't cry.
I'm touched.
Come here.
Come here. You need a group hug. You do, don't you?
It's been so good. It's been a stressful experience, but the outcome is fabulous. I feel like my mind is free, you know?
Yeah.
I don't need the stress. I feel you don't even know what you've done for me. Yeah, I put myself out there and I said, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to be a secret anymore. I want to be free of it because then it has a hold on me. And I'm not a person who shuts people out. And I don't want to be shut out because of things, you know what I mean? And what you've done for me is given me that aspect.
See?
Okay.
Lovely.
It's so good to be understood, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm touched.
There was a notice of eviction, but as we've come in, there should be no reason to go ahead with it because it's in a good place right now.
I am very, very, very grateful. I think it takes a lot of guts or humility to put myself out there, but at the end of the day, if I need help, for me, I actually am proud of myself that I got help. I might be a hoarder for life, but I'm aware of the steps to take not to go back to that place.
It's a job well done for us, as usual. High five. High five, girl.
On Merseyside, 3 miles north of Liverpool, is the middle-class suburb of Crosby. Popular with families, and minutes from the beach, it's picture-perfect suburban living. But one house on this street stands out as a little different.
It does look shocking.
This house is home to Britain's biggest hoard. It's literally bursting at the seams.
About 7 or 8 years ago, I realised I would never get it back to the way it originally was.
So who lives in a house like this?
Gosh, look at the state of this.
The house, along with all of its contents, belong to this gentleman.
I'm a 72-year-old man, retired, and now that I'm sitting here, I'm a bit distressed at what I can see.
Facing retirement with a home you can barely get into, Paul wants to sell up and move on.
This is the property I'm thinking of selling.
Helen is the estate agent who's got the job.
I understand we are coming to view a Hoarders property, which does have its own sensitivity. Would it be possible for us to go through and have a look?
You can have a quick look in, but nothing's been cleared yet, so
No problem.
you can't go far.
A good standard 3-bedroom within this area would achieve about 190,000.
You'll have to push your way past.
Oh my, it's going to take some clearing.
Paul and his mother bought the house 35 years ago after his father died.
It had a nice modern kitchen, nice garden as well. It was a very attractive house.
It's hard to say the condition of the property when you can't see much more than this.
They bought the house for £23,000.
We were quite happy in it. Had a dog, and then we got a cat. Now all passed away, of course, along with my mother, who died in 1995.
Hoarding is often triggered by traumatic life events.
It's just a shame that it gets to this stage, isn't it? This should have been dealt with a long time ago.
4 or 5 years after my mother died, I think then I started collecting. And I think at the back of my mind is, that'll look nice in the house, and it'll be a bit like what my mother had, you know. And then it overwhelmed me, you know, too much of everything.
For the last 25 years, Paul's hoard has grown.
The books are the first thing that started to pile up. I really have got a couple of thousand books now.
On a positive, I can't smell any damp. It would be good to come back when it's cleared.
For the last 4 years, both the kitchen and bathroom have been completely inaccessible.
Used to eat outside, of course. You know, I used to go to cafes and things like that. And I used to go and have a shower in places in town.
All in the day of life of an estate agent, eh?
I suppose I'm reassessing my life, or the little bit I've got left of it. You suddenly become aware that you are mortal. You think you live forever, don't you?
But will this hoard-filled house be a ticket to a happy retirement?
I'll be honest, it's very difficult to see the condition structurally. I'm going on the assumption that it's in good structural condition. I would imagine you to get around about the 145 mark.
Right, okay.
This has not been a good way of maintaining the property and the value of it. It's just devalued immensely over the years. It's good luck with the clearance.
Yes,
Can't wait to see it empty.
I can't leave it. It's got to be dealt with.
Clearing a hoard as huge as Paul's needs a specialist, so he's called in this man.
My name's George. I have a company which deal with hoarders. We do extreme cleaning. We never cease to be amazed at what we see, what we find, from blocked toilets to leftover body parts.
For George, clearing a hoarder's home is just another day in the office.
I got a call from a chap. He got himself in a bit of a rut. He wants to sell his property, I believe. He says every room is full to the brim. So a lot of people say that you go there and shake your head and go, you know, you've seen worse.
With money needed from the sale of the house, Paul's running out of time to clear the hoard.
I've yet to see a job which has made me gasp in horror, you know. Let's see.
We're a little bit packed out inside, as you'll see. take a look in?
Wow. Yeah, if I can get in. Now, is every room full?
Yeah. They've just gradually sort of filled up, and then I've moved away from them, and then the last thing was I filled up the hall.
The hoard has got too big for Paul to tackle alone.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bit of a survey, which I'll record on camera. It'll give me a basic idea of what we've got to contend with.
The last person that I actually let in here, apart from the people who do the utilities, would be a friend about 4 years ago. I just hope there's no big infestation here, but it's a possibility there is now.
With barely enough room for George to get through the front door, he needs a special camera just to see what he's dealing with.
Jesus Christ. Okay, hall, stairs, landing. Absolutely cluttered. I'm assuming this is the bathroom. My word, this is absolutely crazy.
Some of the most commonly hoarded items are books, papers, and old clothing. Paul hoards them all, and more, like Roman artifacts, weapons, and armour.
I've explained to people in the past about the hoard reaching the ceiling and the bulb, the light fitting, but I don't think they've ever believed me.
This bedroom is the only room in the house George can actually get into.
I would say most rooms go up to about 6 feet, maybe 7, but certainly no more than that. Have you seen my gladiator's helmet here?
Safety precaution.
The thing in my mind was they'd just be there for a while, you know. But it just didn't. It accrued and accrued and accrued, and suddenly, oh wow.
This is like no other clearance that we've done before. We're going to be like archaeologists, you know. By the time we've dug down to the bottom, I'm going to find stuff from probably 1990. I reckon it's going to be an 8-day job. Team of 5 working flat out. A lot harder than what I thought.
This is my life over the last 25 years, encapsulated in a ridiculous obsession. I don't know why I ever thought, you know, that this lot would sort of become an asset to the house. There's the 30 quid's worth of stuff gone. This is going to last much longer anyway, because it's an oldish house that's decaying. There isn't an option to keep these things, so I may as well try and get a little bit of money for the more valuable things. I feel quite relieved to be away from the mental as well as the physical pressure that this is having on me.
Coming up,
A mummified rat.
the de-hoarding on Merseyside gets dirty.
We've been doing it for 10 years. This is the worst we've ever done. Nothing is going in our van from here.
This house on Merseyside is home to Britain's biggest hoard.
Hall, stairs, landing. Absolutely cluttered.
But homeowner Paul wants to sell up to fund his retirement, so he's called in extreme cleaner George to shift the hoard. And some squalid squatters.
A mummified rat. Just a baby one, you know. Well, where there's one, there'll be more. Found our first rat, okay?
Oh, go away. Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah.
Little swine.
Yeah.
Terrifically apprehensive. The size of the job is hitting me, yeah.
Undeterred though, the team gets stuck in.
I'm going to black bag the rubbish and skip it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. I know you're going to be concerned, but when I say rubbish, I'm talking about
Papers.
rubbish,
Yeah.
you know.
Underneath there are 2 sets of Roman armour in sacks.
Yeah.
Now I need to keep them.
Yeah. Okay, let's get cracking.
Moving the rubbish is only half the problem. Hoarders can also find letting anything go a painful process.
It's not going to be easy at all, especially with Paul on the shoulder.
Don't throw books away. We put them separate. Oh my God, do you know what that is? I hate to say it. This is part of the Roman wall in York. So I need to keep that, yeah. For the time being anyway, I've got to get rid of it, but, you know, it shouldn't be dumped. You know, it's our history.
With Paul checking every item the clearance team are discarding, progress is painfully slow.
Have a look at this, mate. What we've got is rats, yeah? Watch your fingers. Rat droppings. I'll just condemn them and just get rid. Do you really want it?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah.
Get rid of that one.
No, there's pictures in it that I do need.
Yeah.
Honest.
Yeah.
I'll keep them.
Okay.
I've got a bag.
Yeah, if you leave them on the tail lift, then we'll sort them. At the end of the day, Paul is the boss. You can advise him, but to him, it's valuable, you know.
Paul isn't the only person set to benefit from having his house cleared. Over the years, his house has become a bit of a landmark with the local community.
People will say, oh, what's happening to the house? Or, oh, it's really devaluing your property, love. I mean, I look at it sometimes and think, gosh, do I live next door to that?
Unfortunately for Janice, she does. But she's still proud of the neighbourhood.
I've always been somebody who was house proud. I take pride in it by making it nice, making it clean and making it pleasant.
But over the last decade, the hoard next door has become a nightmare.
In one word, I think it's a shame. These are nice houses. And it was a nice house next door, and it's just gone from bad to worse. You can't really put in words what it's like to live next door. It's a fire hazard. I've actually been told that by the fire service. They came and went through an escape route for me if it went on fire.
For the neighbours, the clear-out can't come soon enough.
Come up the road and you think, oh, good grief, it's getting worse. I'd like to see it cleared out completely. I'd like to see it brought up to a better standard.
How many years have you got time for this?
Progress is slow next door, though. It's taken the team 6 hours just to get into the hall.
There's a room here.
Yeah.
And a room down there, I think.
I know that fella felt now when he found Tutankhamun's treasure.
I know. We've been doing it for 10 years, you know. I mean, this is the worst we've ever done.
As the cleaning team pack up and leave, Paul is still hard at it.
Even though we've finished for the day, Paul is still picking away, you know.
He's what you call a typical hoarder. He can't let nothing go.
It's a built-in mechanism. He knows no difference.
I've actually seen this, but I've kept it for you.
Paul literally hoarded himself out of house and home 4 years ago and now lives with his friend Simon.
I've known Simon for 50 years, and he's just a very nice person. So I'm very pleased that I've rekindled our friendship. Simon's never been inside, never seen this. But he knows I'm a bit of a hoarder from the things I brought across over the last year or two.
Paul hopes that selling his house will give both himself and Simon a brighter retirement.
When it's clear, I hope to sell this off, move in full-time with Simon, and go on a few holidays. I mean, I haven't been on a holiday for years.
Next day on the job, and George knows that the de-hoarding is going to get dirty.
The lower we get, the more contaminated. Nothing is going in our van from here.
Why?
Literally, Paul, 95% of this is going to be contaminated.
Right, now there's just one thing I want on your right-hand side. If you can get a bag and just throw those shirts in, I'll take them.
With a contaminated, rat-infested hoard to tackle, it's time for George and the team to suit up.
We're not going to take no prisoners. It's a white suit job. Personal protection is most important. Like, the kitchen is going to be the worst because what we've got in there is rodent infestation, which can give myself or anyone else who goes there some really bad diseases. I don't think Paul is aware of the situation, but I think this might scare him a little bit. Right, let's go and do it.
It's obvious George is dealing with a biohazard in the kitchen.
When you start disturbing it with the urine, rat droppings, even though something may look good, it'll still be infected, you know. For the tin to deteriorate like that, you know, absolutely gone. There's so many diseases which live in an environment like this.
Hoarder Paul, though, seems oblivious to the danger.
Don't touch nothing. I mean, it really is badly contaminated, you know.
Right, just get the underwear. The underwear is okay, isn't it?
No.
What's wrong with the underwear?
I don't know, you tell me. Well, will you wear them?
Clean. And put it up there to dry.
It was 12 years ago when you put it up.
Yeah, okay, leave it. Dump it. Yeah, dump it.
Yes.
It's not just underpants he's trying to save. He's taking armfuls of contaminated items and filling his car. But even Paul doesn't want the contents of the fridge.
When you get to like the pork and chicken, the smell is going to be a bit like human remains.
With the biohazard under attack in the kitchen, Paul's friend Simon has come to check on progress.
The occasion's never arisen for me to actually go in the house. I've been in quite a few houses that have belonged to senior citizens, and I imagine it would be something similar. It's really deteriorated far more than I thought it had, really. He did say that it was difficult to get in and out of rooms, and you have to climb over things. Definitely that's the case, isn't it?
Seeing the house, Simon feels help is needed beyond just clearing the hoard.
Obviously, Paul's got quite an obsession with keeping things, and that it's a very severe problem. I think at one level, he is aware of the need to get some help about it. It's like a kind of warning, isn't it, to see when it's got to this stage. It sort of makes you think, God, I can't let my house get the same way.
He's been taking stuff.
Yes.
In his car. Now, is that going back to your place?
He told me that he's got like a
storage unit, which he has, yeah. You've got to watch him, you know, because I'm hoping this is the only meeting we're going to have, you know?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
With the warning signs clear, Simon checks what Paul is loading into his car.
There's quite a lot of stuff here, isn't there?
Yes.
So are these going in the store?
No, some of them are going in the house, pictures and that, but less are going in the store.
We've already got an awful lot of pictures.
Well, yeah, but there are one or two pictures that I don't want to lose, you know.
As long as nothing's come from the kitchen, then...
Hardly anything from the kitchen, then.
Right.
The bottles of whiskey have, but I'm washing them before we're going to use them, you know.
Okay. It's definitely got to the stage where, you know, you need a lot of help sorting it out, you know. Yeah.
As the hoard clearance continues, treasures are found in the trash.
Do I see £50 notes there?
George has spotted something else that could help fund Paul's retirement.
French. You got it.
What have you français? This is the main valuable in the whole house, really, yeah, that I purchased about 35 years ago when I sold a car.
It's one treasure after another for Paul today.
Right, there's a box here which could have all sorts in it. Probably something to do with the Romans. Ta-da! Oh no. Oh no. I'm not interested in him, but the box is worth having.
In order to clear the house, George is putting the high-value items Paul wants to keep into storage. The plan is to sell it all off, including his treasured Roman reenactment equipment.
Paul's unique because there is a lot of stuff which is expensive. There's several £1,000s worth of items here. But I think what he shouldn't do is concentrate on the small, insignificant items, you know. He's got to get his priorities right. We need more boxes. We definitely need more boxes.
Unfortunately, just clearing a hoard doesn't cure the hoarder. Up to 80% can relapse within months.
Although I appear calm on the surface, I am feeling quite anxious. I do tend to get things without realising, you know, where they're going to go or what I'm going to do with them. Because the last 25 years I've been living on my own, there's no one there to tell me off.
To help Paul understand why he hoards, he's come to visit a specialist psychologist.
Hello.
Hiya.
I'm Paul.
Hi,
You're
Paul.
Claire, are you?
Yes, coming out.
Pleased to meet you.
What triggered this for you?
I think really when my mother died, I get things like ornaments and things like that. Maybe I was trying to recreate the happy home, you know.
Are you an only child or?
I had a brother that died very young.
Okay. Was your childhood slightly in the shadow of this then?
Well, I suppose I could have been, yeah. I think I felt lonely, and that's why I always said to my mum, when she said, what do you want for Christmas? I'd say, a baby brother. And my mother told me this, and she was quite proud of it. She said, you cried and cried, and I went over and I, cuddled you. And your father, that's my father, said, you'll make him queer if you do that.
Okay.
So she said, I reluctantly left you and you cried and cried for a day and a half. And at the end of the second day, you stopped crying and you never cried again. You were a very good little boy. They had no idea how to bring up a child.
And how does that feel to know that she left you there?
Well, it explained why I emotionally found it impossible to love anyone. And I buy things from people quite a lot. Yeah, I mean, so-and-so would like that, It's my way of showing that, I like you, here.
Yeah. What happens with a lot of hoarders is that, and they often have a similar experience to you, that really affection and feelings have been mediated through items rather than real, tangible love.
I see something and I'll say, oh, that's nice, Oh, we should have that.
We? Who's we?
Oh, I suppose that's my mother, is it?
Because that's your showing of love, so you're still buying things to some degree in your head for you and Mum. In a way, it's kind of like you're filling up the space that she's left in your life with, with things, with all of these things.
Yeah.
I think Paul was incredibly open and honest, and I think a lot of the things that have come up for Paul today, he's really never considered before. So I'm looking forward to seeing what we call his hoarder rationale at work in his home.
Coming up, the psychologist gets hands-on with the hoard.
Oh, that's me Roman head.
It's just what everybody needs in their kitchen, isn't it?
Yeah.
After hoarding for over a quarter of a century, 72-year-old Paul has decided to reboot his life for his retirement.
Gosh, look at the state of this.
With plans to sell his home when it's cleared, he's brought psychologist Claire to see the scale of his problem.
This was up to here, like up there.
Okay.
Right.
And was it blocking your kitchen?
Yeah, I haven't been in the kitchen for quite a while.
How many years?
I would say about a year before Sam, so 4 years. Yeah.
Okay, and what were you living? How were you cooking?
Oh, I was eating out. Yeah. And I used to go to Waterstones to have a wash.
Let's just walk through a little bit to the kitchen. You'd wonder how can they manage to live like this. It's just so functioning parent. It takes so much effort to live like this as well. What would Mum think about this?
Oh, she'd be absolutely livid. She would.
Livid.
Yeah.
With the full extent of the hoard revealed, it's clear Paul has a massive task ahead.
What we're asking from Paul is huge. We're asking him to change a habit he's had since 1995 or before. And it is like any addiction, and it takes time to break the thought process as well of saving the good, straight to the good. What can I save? He'll never be fully recovered from this. It will always be something you will have an urge to do. You seem quite, I would maybe go as far as to say a little bit frantic right now.
Yeah, because they're throwing away things, that I don't want to be thrown away ever.
Are you not at the point yet where you can just release these items? Where you can you've got so much, you can just let it go?
There is still things I want. I will then go through them again when they're in the lock-up.
Do you intend to keep the lock-up or move things to Simon's?
Oh no, I'm not going to move a load to Simon's. I'm going to, minimum move to Simon's, and the rest I'll sell or dump.
A lot of my hoarders come to the last minute and they just can't part with it. And they do genuinely have someone to clear. But then at the end of the day, it's like giving a part of themselves away. He's a little bit lost to us at the moment, really. A whole nother level of his brain has kicked in. Has he escaped me?
With more of the hoard now cleared, estate agent Helen is back to re-evaluate the property.
There was a toilet set here, and that's obviously what's caused the whole thing to collapse a little bit.
Oh dear,
Yeah.
that's quite severe structural work on that.
Yeah.
I can see a little bit more this time. It's apparent that the hoard that's been in this property has been detrimental to it. It's caused damage through its sheer weight. The ventilation's not being permitted. The floor's dropped about 8 inches. It's potential that the gable wall could have gone.
With structural damage now clear, the real cost of Paul's hoard is even clearer.
Obviously, with the 140, that was going from being structurally sound, 145. So that was taking into consideration windows, new bathroom, new kitchen.
Yeah.
So you're probably looking at a cash buyer. I would imagine them paying around about the 110 top.
110, right.
Yeah. It's not nice for anybody to think that your actions have actually caused a devaluation in your property. But he has a valuable asset in a great area that he can now sell once he's done these works and got it cleared.
It'll be a great weight going off my shoulders, my mind, when this goes, yeah.
Paul's house may be clearing, but friend Simon is worried that his hoarding may still need more work.
I think a lot of people look as though they're coping, and really they're experiencing some sort of meltdown inside. The problem of compulsive buying, I'm not so familiar with. Obviously, that's a central problem with Paul. I mean, he's already got quite a lot of things in this house, and I don't want it to be a cluttered house.
To get some support, Simon has called in Claire for a one-to-one himself.
When you finally saw the mass of what was in Paul's house, were you frightened by that?
You could see an awful lot of clutter. It is frightening because of the risks that there are for fire and or that something could fall down on Paul.
Is he still engaged in this behaviour? Do you see this a lot? He's still going out, he's still acquiring?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the things that are here in this room are Paul's, what he's brought in. He's brought in these 2 lamps as well.
But are you happy with the way the house is at the moment?
Not as it is at the moment. I don't want to live even in a house as cluttered as this one is, never mind as cluttered as his has become.
I'm worried for you. I'm worried for Paul. When we talk about how a home becomes a hoard, it's a 3-step process. So there's clutter, clots and clogs. So clogs is when a home is fully hoarded, 10 years plus, and it's all joined together. But I'm worried because I'm now seeing some clots. That's a downward.
Right, okay.
Ride from there.
And the more Claire looks, the worse it gets.
So all of this stuff under here, is this Paul's?
Yes, it is. Paul brought the table, and he says it's from his house because he said that was one thing he didn't want to part with.
Okay.
If it turned out that this had just been a pickup from
I think
an antique shop or something, then I'd feel quite hurt about that, really.
As Claire is shown around, it's clear that Paul's hoard has spread.
So here's already stuff going up the stairs, and there's...
Even in the bathroom, which I'd renovated, you know, I'd put a new bathroom.
God, yeah.
Well, it's impossible for me to clean in here, you see.
But I'm guessing this is Paul's?
Most of it, yeah, or they're pictures which Paul's replaced. This is the room he uses as the bedroom.
Okay. Oh, Simon, for you, this is such bad news, isn't it, really? I'm concerned about this.
This used to be his bedroom, actually.
Okay. I can't wait to see.
This is the room that he's more or less exiled himself from.
Let's have a little look.
This is much worse than the other room.
Wow.
Yes.
This is not a positive
It's worse
sign,
than the
is
other
it?
room, isn't
No.
it? Yeah.
Simon, how does it feel for you now? You
I
worried or?
Yes. Oh, yes, definitely.
There's this thing called scatter hoarding.
Yeah.
And it's basically a bit like squirrels that take nuts and hide them places. And sometimes scatter hoarders will take their hoarding, either secrete them or openly bring things in. And this is so much worse than I expected it to be.
Hi, home.
With huge concerns that Paul may just transfer his hoarding to Simon's house, the issue has to be addressed immediately.
So we've got a bit of a confession to make, Paul. We've had a little look at your bedroom.
I've been bringing stuff across, that I don't want to get rid of, which I will. But I've promised to Simon that when we get this over, I will start then sorting through both of the rooms and reducing it considerably.
I'm worried that it's come here in the first place. You need to grab this before Simon can't move around his own house.
I wish I hadn't taken him upstairs.
Well, the psychologist is here to do her job, and we've got to let her do it properly.
What is it you're most annoyed at that I've been upstairs? Is it embarrassing that you feel caught?
Yeah. Shameful and embarrassed, but all of those things, yeah.
I'm shocked at the level that it's gotten to here. No more stuff. Finito.
I'll have to bring some stuff in that I brought with me. There's a heater air conditioner thing.
No, we don't need an air conditioner down here.
Yeah, but
we haven't got the room for it.
With Simon taking a stand, Claire wants to reduce the clutter that's already in the house, starting with furniture in the hall.
You can pull the door open now.
We're up and over.
The top hinge has gone,
Yeah.
Yes.
That's fine.
I've got a new door to replace this.
Oh no, I don't want a new door.
You don't want a new door? Well, there's one brand new.
I want this
door.
fixed. That's all. I don't.
Simon, do you want a new door?
No.
No, Simon
Okay.
doesn't want a new door.
I'm quite happy with this one. I like the glass in it actually.
I've given them two really important rules. Nothing else is to come in the house. Simon is not to allow anything else to pass the door. And the second thing is that Simon only needs to tell Paul twice why he doesn't want something. Remember the rule of two.
Right, okay. All the best.
Over the following days, George and his team hit the hoard hard.
You must have gone to the Toys R Us when it shut down and bought all of it.
Finally, there is just one room left to empty.
Paul's mother's bedroom. It looks a bit like Paul's walk-in wardrobe.
Over the last 25 years, Paul has bought a huge amount of clothes.
I would say in this property, £50,000. £50,000 worth of rags. I just can't get over it. What a sheer waste of money,
But amongst the clutter, George has found some photos of Paul with his mother.
God, she looks different than I remember.
These are the things that you should be really hunting for.
Yeah.
They would mean more to me than any of the stuff that we're finding. You show us a lot of emotion if you find some kind of artifact which you've had for a while.
That's the thing that sort of gets me going. I didn't have a too good a relationship with my father. I had an on-off relationship with my mother.
What I think,
perhaps I am
how I
revealing,
feel,
that I wasn't quite as close to my mum as I thought I was.
Yeah, but not only that, it's you put priority to the things around you as opposed to the things that you are part of.
Right.
You know?
Yeah. I don't feel any big welling up, and perhaps I should, but I don't. In the nose or anything like that. I wonder where that was taken. Doesn't say.
The remainder of the hoard finally leaves the house, making a total of 8 skips. About 24 tons of rubbish that's gone to landfill. 9 days ago, it was virtually impossible to get upstairs. Bedrooms were filled, the bathroom was out of bounds, and access to every room downstairs was completely blocked. It was so bad, the kitchen was a biohazard. Finally, the house is ready to be sold.
Does feel good, yeah. It's tremendous, isn't it?
Paul's house may be empty, but he's got a storage unit full of stuff to sell to help fund his retirement.
We're supposed to having an antiques expert coming today to evaluate whether I've got anything that's worthwhile or whether it's all tat. I would hope I might get £1,000 or two.
Hello there, you must be Paul.
That's right.
My name's Michael. Here, you see, we've got a double head. You're not going to get rich. I would have guessed somewhere in the order of about 30 to 50 for something like this. But it's a nice piece.
With the amount of items Paul's collected, the values soon add up.
How long have you had this piece and what you know
about
about it?
5 years.
You're probably looking at 100 to 200 in the right sale, possibly a little bit more in a specialist.
And the dealer soon spots Paul's clock.
Clock is a little unusual. You would expect that the dial would be white enamel. It was made mid-19th century, in other words, Victorian.
Yeah.
But it's a nice set. So what do you think it might be worth?
Well, I paid about £2.5 for it 45 years ago.
Did you?
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm afraid you're going to be disappointed.
It's still only 2.5.
No, you're going to be more disappointed than that. Clocks have come down in value over the last few years. This is worth around about £300 to £500.
Wow,
so
it has come down, hasn't it?
It has come down. Certainly some of the items that Paul has got are interesting and there is some value. He's clearly paid far too much for, the clock.
Hoarding has cost Paul a fortune, but with the items valued today at potentially £1,500, it could all help towards funding his retirement.
We will get best price, but whether the best price is what Paul is looking for is debatable.
Nice to see you again.
And Paul's called in some old friends to look at his precious Roman artefacts.
It's a bit of a cave, this, isn't it?
It is.
Paul has amassed a huge arsenal of weaponry, amongst other things.
I have no idea what this is. No, it's a pedal bin. I thought it was a helmet for a very large giant. So there's some things which will be useful to us in what we do in our business. There's some stuff that we might know other people who would be interested in it. So we can probably find somebody that fits and get them to give you some money for that.
I'm half sad and I'm half happy because they're going to a good home. Paul will make really good use of them.
Getting rid of the hoard isn't Paul's only challenge.
You see now, this is where it all goes wrong.
He faces temptation every day.
Are they dominoes?
No, it's a game that you have to make a snake.
Oh, right, yeah.
See they go.
Oh, yeah, and they vary like dice do, yeah?
Yeah. You can have it for £1 if you want it.
I'm under instructions not to get lovely things like that. Yeah, dice domino. Well, thank you. I'm going to have to be fighting it all the while. You know, we'll be going past things and saying, oh, that's nice. Oh, no. But I'm determined to do it.
Coming up.
If you have a look out this window, you can probably see the garden.
It's sale day at the Hoarder House.
I'll just about 40 grand.
Should I shout out, offers over 200,000.
2 weeks ago, 72-year-old Paul's house was packed out with 25 years of hoarding.
It accrued and suddenly, oh wow.
The kitchen was a rat-infested biohazard, and everywhere else was crawling room only.
I'm assuming this is the bathroom.
After 8 skips and 9 days, the house is cleared.
It's tremendous, isn't it? Yeah?
And today, it's sale day in Crosby.
Today we're getting people to come and look at the house with a view to buying it. It's the biggest thing on my mind, of course, isn't it? You know, getting rid of the house.
Because the property needs work, estate agent Helen has targeted cash buyers and builders to submit sealed bids.
Welcome to my abode.
Nice to meet you. I'm hopeful there's something in here that will make Paul happy. However, they are cash buyers who will want profit in it. I think it'll be a realistic price, whatever's put forward.
With the house filling with prospective buyers, both Paul and Helen are giving the hard sell.
Have you come to live around the house?
I have indeed, yeah.
Yes, indeed. It's my house. I'm Paul. Pleased to meet you. We've got quite a few people interested.
Indeed, I expect.
If you have a look out this window, you can probably see the garden.
And even though there's a lot of work to do, the buyers don't seem bothered.
Move straight in.
Well, it is a good area, Crosby, like it always has been, to be fair. It's always held its value even when the market crashed.
If you get it at your price, great. If you don't, you don't, but you put forward your best bid. Yeah. They see everyone who's bidding, no one knows what each other's bidding, and it does then encourage them to put forward their best price.
What's he offered you for?
Oh.
Come on, tell us the trade secrets, Paul.
Should I shout out offers over 200,000?
Not everybody's put forward an offer. They've been concerned of it being a can of worms, was one of the words from one of them.
But before long, some sealed bids start coming in.
Yeah, Paul. Thank you very much.
Yeah. I want to sit it out in the van and sort out financial side of it, and then come back with a bid.
I'll just spell 40 grand.
After a busy afternoon, the hoard-free house has generated a lot of interest.
Are you excited to find out what's in here?
No, I'm not excited. I'm still full of trepidation.
Oh, well, I'm
Yeah.
excited.
Oh, right. You can be excited for me.
Okay. 1, 2.
10 cash bids have been left for the house, most from builders and a couple from private buyers.
I believe before we arrived, it would be in the region of 110.
I think most of the builders won't approach what I want for it because they want to make a profit.
For Paul, it's the moment of truth.
98.
98,300.
60,000. Wow, they want a bargain, don't they? 95. Yeah. 42,500, but is that the total? 115. Nobody comes even close to the fellow last week.
Although not at the viewing today, Paul's already had another offer.
Is he a cash buyer or is he?
He said he's a cash buyer, yes, and he's not buying it to make a living out of. He actually wants to move in himself.
He's found someone who's obviously wants it as a home. Profit margin's not the drive for them, which is fantastic.
I'm going to ring him back and tell him, look, I'd like to take his offer.
And great news, the buyer is still interested.
Okie doke. Cheers, Keith. Speak to you again. Bye-bye. 141.
It'd be nice to see, as they say, this back to a family home, won't it?
Well, yeah, well, I'd love to see it when it's done.
Paul has found a new owner for the house he bought 35 years ago with his mum.
This is the last link with the house, isn't it? It makes me think a lot of her and times we had and things we said. And when that's gone, there'll be less time for me to be brought up short by thinking of this is where something was said, this is where something happened.
After years hoarding under his mother's shadow, he's returned to the place where he scattered her ashes.
I don't think she'd be upset in the sense, that I was doing the wrong thing. I think she'd be very happy that I found somewhere with a friendly face, The final goodbye.
With the house finally empty, Paul has cleared more than just his hoard.
As I wander through the rooms, I do find the nostalgia gripping me now and again. Lots of memories of various people coming and going. I'm glad it's coming to an end. That's what I've got to say, really. And the end of a long chapter in my life. I feel a big weight's been moved from my shoulders. New start. And a little bit of money, which I didn't think I was going to have. And then I should start planning for my holiday in the summer.